It is time for more badass, awesome Heavens Feel. Yeah, man. Last time Kirei and Shiro teamed up, and it was so funny. It was brought up to me like, imagine what Kirei would think if he knew Shiro was teaming up and working with Kirei. Like, ugh, it's kind of a disgusting thought, but they actually worked as a pretty good team, and I joked about wanting to see a comic of them. Like, I'd love to see more of them working together, even though they absolutely can't understand each other. It's I don't know, man. I really love their interaction, and Kirei just showing his pure badassery. That was the fucking highlight for me, man. Y'all know how much I love Kirei. It's in my channel. It's in my name. Exercising Zoken, like using the baptismal chant, which apparently Amakusa used against. Oh, I won't spoil that. But Amakusa used it in that Fate show. Damn it, I'm trying not to spoil shit. But yeah, man, it's very crazy how much things have ramped up, like, just lately. Granted, a lot of crazy shit has happened this route, but especially for me being blind now, like really seeing what's about to go down, like I cannot wait for the movie adaptation to come out and start showing in theaters. I'm gonna say that every damn part until I finish this, because I can already tell it's gonna be, we're just getting started. Like the whole Kirei thing, holding off Assassin, Sabania not working against him because his heart is essentially dead. Like, it's not beating. Like he was given life by the mud, which has left him in a very weird state. So Assassin fucking Cursed Arm was the absolute worst. Kirei's the worst opponent for him, because Kirei can deflect all his attacks. Even when Kirei got worn down, if he used his black keys to nail Assassin to the tree, jumped up super high in the air, because he's a strong ass motherfucker, and just grabbed Zoken's head and slammed it in the ground and decimated him, brutalized him. Oh man, I can't wait to see that, man. I can't wait for Genova to see that. He's gonna love this shit, man. But more importantly, we have Shiro versus Berserker now, like Dark Berserker. Like, look at him. Like, look what the fucking being absorbed in the mud, you know, by Sakura has done to him. Like, really crazy. Well, it's interesting he doesn't have like an alter version. I don't know if it's just the fact that he's a Berserker and he's already mad or something, that like in a way his dark nature is already kind of manifest in this class. So I don't know, man. It's interesting though, because I wonder what's Shiro gonna do, because Berserker's not recognizing Ilya. He doesn't even have his senses to even recognize her, and I don't even know if it would do anything if he did. Probably, because, you know, they developed a really close bond. But at the same time, now it's like, regardless of whether Ilya can get through to him in any sense, this is gonna come down to like having to face off versus Berserker. We know how Shiro did it in the Fate route. It was with Saber's help, and he had to project fucking Caliburn. And even then, it was like, it was ridiculous. Yeah, man. I have no idea what this is gonna be right here. Anyway, here we go. Time is stalled. Ilya pleads to the giant. Oh, immediately, but he doesn't even try to figure out who's talking before he swings his sword. I run. I was flung about 10 meters. This distance is nothing. I'll definitely make it if I run. One breath, the blood, drugs, and propellant running about my body are like a jet stream, and the igniting thought is like a flash of lightning. I step in. My body feels light. Time seems to stand still. I'll make it. I'll definitely make it, but even if I do, I couldn't do anything with the black key. I couldn't match him. So I search, retrieve, and create it. What can beat him? What can match him? It's clear. It can be nothing less than the sword he carries. Whoa! Wait, what? I block it. Projection succeeds as a matter of course. Wait, what did he project? A crack. A crack runs through the axe sword. He projected Berserker's weapon at the same time. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's go, Emiya. Let's fucking go. Painful Shiro noises. I'm hit with feedback that's almost strong enough to kill me, punishing me for using something forbidden. Oh my goodness. I'm flung away. My axe sword shatters beneath his second attack, and my body slides across the ground like trash. Fading. My consciousness is fading. I can't think. I can't think even if I gather up everything. My left arm revolts. My blood overflows. The restraint is still on my left arm, but my intelligence is half lost, and I feel a chill as though it'll never return. The ominous feeling will turn out to be true, and I'll start losing what I value the most. Yikes, I'm enveloped by a rushing wind. I'm enveloped by intense light. I lost it, I lost it. I lost it amidst the agony. I can't find it even though I search. My mind turns into a grain of sand within the desert, lost to everyone. Drying up, drying up, drying up, drying up. Oh, thank you, Ilya. And, you know, the choice in the last part with, I think it was save Ilya, save Ilya, save Ilya. Or, you know, I'm not saying verbatim what it said, but, yeah, man, just showing, like, Shiro, like, he would do nothing else but save her in that moment. Of course, he couldn't leave her there. In no world does that Shiro exist. There's Ilya. I'm on the ground. I'm about 10 meters away from the black giant. His red, glaring eyes are looking around as if trying to find me. Oh boy. My consciousness returns. This is no time to be on the ground. My body still moves. The only external wounds are scratches from tree branches. It's just pain. My tongue tries to gasp for air. There isn't any oxygen in my body from all the running, so I want air. That's all. What's important is inside my body. I don't really want to know what condition it's in, but I can still fight. I grab Ilya's hand and stand up. My body's alright, but I need air. I have to get out of his range to regain my breath. But... Oh, Ilya. He's doing what he has to, though. Like, what can he do here? You guys would die otherwise. Ilya pulls away as if denying my assistance. Hold up. Alright. Something's wrong. Berserker is right behind her. I'm myself. My head's not working due to oxygen deprivation, and I can't think why Ilya might say such a thing. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Ilya hangs her head. I can't think straight. I can't, so I get pissed off instead. I pull her arm. Her small body, her desire to help me with that tiny body feels sacred. She hits my head. Bonk. I ignore her. And I pull her close. Ilya's eyes ask me why. She's got to be kidding me. I don't even need to explain myself. Exactly. Your older sister. Also that too. But yeah, she's like a year older than you, bro. The black giant turns to us. I can think later. For now, I have to get away from him as fast as possible. It's a bit strange. I'm pulling Ilya and running at a speed far beyond Emiyashiro's capabilities. It's because that archer is pouring into him, man. I come out into a familiar clearing. Oh, I know this clearing. Ilya's the one breathing hard. I'm not out of breath, maybe because my body's numb. My lungs are burning from lack of air, but I'm not breathing. I'm just like a corpse. My heart's gone on strike. It's an interesting way to phrase that. Ilya's fingers are unnaturally hot. She's never had the energy necessary to run. Her design didn't account for ordinary human exercise. That makes sense. I have a headache. Knowledge I never knew flows into my mind. Thoughts are useless. I have to get away for now. The mad, senseless giant is close on our heels. I somehow widen the gap between us, but I can't hope for that speed again. My legs are shaking, and I calmly analyze that I can only run for about 10 more meters. Ilya can't keep this up either. There's nothing here for us to hide behind, even if we wanted to. Well, hiding wouldn't accomplish much since he can't see anything. It's not like he's seeing you anyway. But we're fortunate. There's a crater. It's a scar on the earth made by Saber's noble phantasm, yup. I take Ilya's hand and jump into the crater. It was like war. The trench easily holds 2 people. Holy Grail war. Duh. I lean against the dirt. Raising my head for air, I see the sky. A small cutout patch of sky as if I'm looking up from underground. Don't breathe. I just focus on breathing. Damn it, Shiro. For a bit, I relax and rest my body. But it's only for an instant. The giant will not lose its prey. No matter where we run, he'll track us down and kill us. The suppressed voice is from the girl beside me. Ilya's frantically hugging herself so she won't be a burden on me. This is the end. We can't run away and we can't take much more of this. Where's Ryder? I look down at my left arm. The sole weapon to overcome this situation is waiting for its release. Aren't you supposed to be protecting Shiro? Ryder. I'll die. Kotomina said this is the switch of a time bomb. I recall the pain. Oh my gosh. Using projection nearly broke me. I can't imagine what the pain would be like if I released my arm. The firing hammer is always in my head. Untying the red cloth is the same as putting a gun in my mouth and pulling the trigger. Once I remove the cloth, the firing hammer will go down. My brain will splatter out the back of my head and everything will end there. Am I gonna get a choice? I have to be determined. The answer's already there. I need to bring Ilya back and save Sakura. I know what that means. I have to protect Ilya, defeat the shadow, and remove it from Sakura. I wish for a miracle that I can't hope to accomplish. I'm still wishing with all my might. I know it's a dream that I can't make come true, but I've never even thought about giving up. And I have to go. I have to save Sakura and Ilya. It's impossible. Sakura's facing death and only destruction awaits her. Someone said it'll take a miracle to save her. That's right. Ain't that impossible with human powers. If I'm to perform a miracle that exceeds human capabilities, I'll need an appropriate compensation. I can't protect myself and someone else. If someone has to take Sakura's place in order to save her... The ground's trembling. The embodiment of the storm is closing in. Ooh, yes. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of an archer resolved to beat Berserker in the Fate route. She looks up in surprise. Ilya notices that my right hand is on my left arm. Yeah, because everyone's saying, and we see the pain when he barely removes it. He takes it off, or to a certain extent. I guess he can take off just a little bit, but yeah, everyone's saying he's gonna die if he does it. I don't know. We'll see. I pat her head and walk away. Get away from Ilya. I'm going to attract his attention and fight him head on. I have to get away from Ilya so she doesn't get involved in the fight. I place my hand on the knot by my shoulder. The knot by my wrist is tight, so if I'm going to take the cloth off, it'll have to be from up here. I just need to pull it all off after that. All of it, okay. Then I'll be assailed by pain that's 10 times worse than all I've suffered until now. Kotomina said it's the switch of a time bomb. The fuse will be lit once I take it off. I don't know if it'll explode in the next minute or the next day. All I know is that I can't put out the fire once it's lit. My mouth goes dry. Fear doesn't go away with determination. I want to scream out of sheer dread. If I'll be sane or not. I'm scared of myself. My death is only natural. I'll be killed even if I stay here. If I'm going to die either way, I'll choose the method that'll keep me alive longer. But there's only one thing I'm scared of, and that is the possibility of losing my mind before my body dies. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I make so many of you yawn in these playthroughs. Oh boy. Will I be able to bear the pain? That's what sleep deprivation does, man. I might lose my sanity and forget about Ilya and Sakura. I might even forget the promise to protect them. That's what I'm scared of. I wonder if that'll happen. Will Shiro really lose his sanity and his, like, reasoning? That's the only thing I'm scared of. That's why I sealed it. I know I can't use this arm even if my life's at stake. Berserker's appearance isn't somebody else's business. I'll be like him if I give in to the pain and lose my mind. No, the fear will always be with me so long as this arm exists. This arm's the embodiment of a nightmare that seeks to kill me. But, why did I keep this arm in spite of that? Then cut it off. There's only one reason. This arm exists to be used, and he entrusted me with it because it will be needed. Exactly. He said I'll be judged by myself. Ilya said I haven't done anything bad. The atonement lies here. I betrayed myself and sacrificed many lives. There's something I can't give up, and that's why I continue to live. I put my hand on the red penalty. Live or die. I take a deep breath and rip the clot. Oh boy. Oh boy. At that instant, the world crumbles apart. Blowing despair. A strong wind that's going faster than 100 meters per second. A fierce wind that doesn't allow the existence of living things, let alone one to stand up. Therefore, it's not a wind. It's steel, and my body's crushed by the pressure. Steel is my body. My eyeballs are squashed. My back sinks into the wall. We're outside. I can't lift my hand or fingers. My blood flows backward. My mind is bleached white. There's no pain. Feeling pain and enduring it are too human-like to happen here. I'm melting. I can't even groan in protest. There's nothing. I have no way to fight it off. I have to move forward, but I can't move a finger. I'm melting into whiteness. My body and mind impassively crumble apart. Go forward. Why am I here? Keep going forward. For what am I here? Go to the other side. Why am I fighting? Pass through the wind and move forward. I'm disappearing. My body lost already, but I clench my teeth, not letting my mind loose, but my mind is disappearing. I won't make it. I can't move no matter how hard I try. I can't stay no matter how determined I am. I try to clench my right fist with my whole existence on the line. If I can, I'll be able to hang in here. If I can move any part of my body, I can use that to move forward. I can't move a finger, let alone make a fist. My left eyeball is crushed. The rush of the wind ruptures my eardrums. My vision fades away. Within it, oh, I see an unbelievable image. Holy hell, dude. He's standing. He's standing in this wind. He's standing, walking to the other side. As if it's a matter of course. The wind of steel has no effect on him. He walks forward, his red coat billowing behind him. Strength is back in my jaws. I grit my teeth. My right hand is already in a fist. Oh my gosh. The Red Knight takes no notice of me. Set in a stern expression, his face is slightly turned away, showing no interest in me as the wind rushes to engulf me. For him, this result was expected. And Miyashiro cannot stand against this wind. He knew there's no future for the man who betrayed himself and wished for something out of his reach. He's right. The crimes I've accumulated will judge me. But he... Yo. As if to scorn me, as if to believe in me. He's waiting for me to get there. Oh my gosh. My vision fires up. I force as much heat as I can into my body. My limbs cut through the wind like giant swords. Oh, you know it's real when Emiya starts playing. Let's fucking go. You keep up with me. Holy shit. I passed the red figure with all my might. You keep up with me. I love it. This is a different Shiro that just awakened, man. This is a different Shiro. I step up onto the ground. The winds died down. There's about 30 meters to the black giant. It'll take him less than 3 seconds to close this distance. Therefore, the outcome of this battle will be decided in the next 3 seconds. My mind's clear. Oh, look, just his fingers exposed. I know the scope of my power. Projection using creation concept, basic structure, composition, production technique, growth experience, and accumulated years. A reality marble that inverts the world, engraved on your soul. The embodiment of the mental world using theory of magic, the world egg. There it is, bro. There it is. It's all clear to him now. Oh, is he going to use Unlimited Blade Works? Inheritance of battle technique, experience, and physical strength from Archer. Correction. Failed to read physical strength. I'll still be killed in one blow. Okay, so that's the only thing. He's still human. Reality Marble, Unlimited Blade Works isn't usable. Fuck. Archer's world and mine are different. I can't reproduce it. I can only reproduce what Emiya Shiro has learned or the noble phantasms he has recorded. Okay. If I'm using Noble Phantasm from my left arm, I have to search within Unlimited Blade Works for the Noble Phantasm best suited for the situation and reproduce it. This, I am so fucking hyped. But be warned, projection is a two-edged sword. Always gotta use the sword examples. If you use it once, it will. Oh my gosh. It's all off now. So it's so funny, during that whole sequence where like he was seeing Archer and everything, were like the moments between it was on and when he was taking it off. Well, it seemed like he experienced it right when he was taking it off, like as soon as he did it. So now that it's all off, he's on the other side of it, man. Let's fucking go. I hold my breath and put all my magical energy into my left arm. I only need to understand the weapons I can use. Look at it, man. I already know the precautions. I have to move forward. I have to go beyond that wind and defeat myself. Look at the circuit running through his arm. Love it. Oh my gosh. I stare at it. I see through his giant sword. I open my left hand and grasp the imaginary handle of the weapon that is yet to exist. An extraordinary weight. Emiya Shiro cannot handle this giant sword. But my left arm will definitely reproduce the strength of my enemy. Oh shit. Whoa. What is that, bro? That's the coolest CG I've ever seen. It breaks. A part of my brain explodes. My bones break, not being able to withstand the overflowing magical energy. It's unsightly like apple skin. What a weird simile. I'm hyped though. I don't care. I don't even care. There's no need to worry. The arm will reinforce the broken parts. I will give my undivided attention to killing him for certain. So, yo. He, like, also reproduced Berserker's strength so that he could handle it? He's like, I can't handle the weight of the sword, but if I copy his strength. He notices me. His hostility now has a focus. Recognizing my use of magic as a threat, his eyes move. They're like ominous stars. The giant gives a death cry and runs to kill his enemy. Mad warrior. The giant is insane, but still the same. He's still fighting his battle against Saber. He is blind and insane. His life is ended twice over and his body is rotting, but he's still fighting to protect Ilya. 1 second. This is fucking wild. The running giant won't stop with one blow, and normal projection is useless against him. Tracing won't do the trick. I can't beat that giant unless I use projection past my limits. Wait, what the fuck is he doing now? Therefore, what's he doing now? What? 9 in my head. What the fuck? I use all 27 magic circuits in my head and smash it in one blow. 2 seconds. He's right before me. His massive sword is upraised. Torrent and swirling vigor. He steps forward and I confront him by also stepping forward. Boy. Upper arm, collarbone, windpipe, temple, diaphragm, rib, testicles, and thigh. I take aim at the 8 targets, yo. What the fuck, Shiro? What the fuck, Shiro? What the fuck is that? 9 lives blade works? I surpassed the crashing speed of sound using Godspeed. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I love it. Whoa. Wait, he like copied Berserker's Noble Phantasm and combined it with his projection. What the fuck? He doesn't fall. His entire body has been torn through by his own weapon, but Berserker's still alive. Because, yeah, that's what Berserker does, right? Like, I remember in FGO, his Noble Phantasm is like, I think it's called 9 lives, right? And he like, swings his axe sword really fast at the opponent. And Shiro just did that, like, at all the targets there. So he, like, copied Berserker's weapon, his strength, and his Noble Phantasm, I think. Holy hell. His entire body has been torn through by his own weapon, but Berserker's still alive. I step forward. His weapon is in my left hand. I'm faster. I can land a finishing blow before Berserker, who's missing 1/8 of his body. I raised the giant sword up to his chest and thrust it like a lance. But I lost. I put all I had into it. I used every ounce of the unfair advantage I had, but it still wasn't enough. Wait, what? Berserker's attack draws near. It swung down with hurricane force. I twist my body. I use all my abilities to evade his attack. I saw it coming, so I can dodge it. Berserker's attack will only graze my head. That will still kill me instantly. Even a grazing blow from that monstrous blade will be the end. Shit, a direct hit can even destroy the ground. Even a brush with the tip of the sword will scatter my head like tofu. The giant sword comes crashing down. My vision freezes the instant my head is blown away. But the sword swung with blinding speed. It stopped with blinding speed. Whoa. The death blow never comes. Wait, what? The black giant is looking forward. Not at me, who's under him. He's staring at the white girl who emerged from her cover. Ilya? I pierce him. Without hesitation or mercy, I drive the giant sword into his heart. Wait, did Ilya distract him? There's no counterattack. Berserker exhausts the last of his life force and crumbles to dust. For good this time. That was so fucking cool. Ilya, are you okay? And at that moment, as his red eyes fade away, they remain focused on the girl, telling me to protect her. Wow. So at the last moment there, he stopped because he recognized Ilya? So he did end up doing it, and it saved Shiro, and it allowed them to beat him. And oh man, and what it said there. They remain focused on the girl, telling me to protect her. Oh man, poor Berserker. But yo, Shiro. Dude, that projection he just did was insane. That was way more than just copying a weapon. Holy hell. 'Cause yeah, he inherited like Archer's process to like the fullest extent. And like, even though he's like, I can't use unlimited blade works because our inner worlds our minds are inherently different, so that world, you can't copy that, you can't use that. And I guess the way Shiro does it in like in unlimited blade works, like a specific set of things have to happen. Moreover, for his capacity to even use it, which is like, you know, transferring part of a crest, and of course all the things before that in their fight and their interactions. But even so, like, he's able to look inside unlimited blade works because he has the accumulated knowledge and experience, and the fact that he copied Berserker's weapon, his strength, and his Noble Phantasm and made it his own. Absolutely insane. The battle ends in an instant. It really does end in one breath. The boy with trembling lips said he was going. He suppressed his fatigue and fear, put his hand on the red restraint, and walked away from the girl. She went out to stop him. She hesitated for a second, wondering what she could say. She couldn't come up with anything, yet still followed after him. It wasn't even 10 seconds, but that slight hesitation determined the outcome. She emerges, following the boy. The battle has already ended. The giant who once protected her disappeared, his eyes fixed on her. Wind blows through the clearing as if signaling that the conflict has ended. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, you're a badass. Shiro has reached badass status in this route. Holy hell. Possibly his most badass status. I don't know, man. I gotta see, like, what else he's gonna do, man. Because this is insane. Wow. The figure is all that's left in her vision. Wow. The battle has ended. It's not the power of the heroic spirit's arm. Using his own power, the boy fought against his death and won. That's true, because he had to overcome the fucking death. Like the pain is like, he said, like, it was tenfold over everything he suffered so far. And he endured it, and he survived. Like, really, that was all Shiro right there. And then to see Archer, and that whole moment where Archer's like, can you keep up with me? And Shiro's like, no, you keep up with me. Oh, that was so cool. I hope to keep that in the adaptation. The girl keeps staring at his back. He will never turn around and look back again. He has released the shroud and defeated the giant. His figure looks heroic. There's no doubt left in him now. He cast away all agonies when he released the cloth and used projection.
Shiro.
The girl keeps watching him, filled with sorrow. His body looks like someone else's now. It's a foolish and sacred end with no return. Huh. Well, alright, what do we do now? So let's think about what just happened. In the last part, Kirei took down Zoken. He had Assassin nailed to the tree, so I assume Assassin ends up disappearing because Zoken's not fueling him anymore, so... No, it's not like he has independent action either, so... I guess I can count Assassin out. Shiro just took down Berserker. So who does that leave? Sakura, Saber Alter, Rider. Huh, okay. Alright, let's see, man. I resume breathing. My left arm burns and I ache all over. Snakes with electricity are in my body, wriggling around like mad. And of course, Kirei. So Sakura, Saber Alter, Kirei, Rider. Okay. I can't stay standing. Quickly. I have to quickly cover my left arm with the cloth and escape this pain or the time limit will come. Okay, it's really hitting him now. But I can't do that. Depressing my left arm and resting. Oh, shit. Wait, did she just show up or is he just picturing her? Because if she just showed up, I'm fucking done. Wow, she just showed up right there. Now, wait, now Shiro has to fight her? What the fuck? I wonder if Shiro's gonna get through to her to some capacity the way Ilya did with Berserker. Because again, Shiro and Saber, even though they didn't get a chance to be that close in this route, she did make a pact with him. You know, they did the handshake. Shiro showed he was different. Definitely than Kiritsugu. But, again, she's been in her alter state for a while. So I feel like this is going to be a fight right here. I endure my pain and stare at her so I won't lose spirit. Maybe she's been following Berserker all along. She slowly comes closer to me as if resuming the giant's task. 7 meters. Saber stops once I am within range. We face each other straight on. I'll be killed. After my fight with Berserker, I can't move anymore. Shit, yeah, that took a big toll on him, using that. He essentially used a noble phantasm. Like, that's fucking insane. Shiro! After my fight with Berserker, I can't move anymore. I'll be cut in two without being able to fight back. No. Even if I were in perfect shape, I wouldn't be able to beat Saber. I can't project anything stronger than her noble phantasm. So there's no competition. To beat Saber, I need an appropriate user to use his noble phantasm that equals her noble phantasm. What would that be? There's a contradiction already. Saber's noble phantasm is the strongest. There may be heroic spirits whose noble phantasm exceeds hers, but there are no such people in this Holy Grail war. If anything can beat Saber, it'll be her own sword. Therefore, a contradiction. Saber is the strongest servant in battle. Sakura did have an extraordinary amount of magical energy, but even Sakura wouldn't be able to defeat Saber. Saber is literally invincible now that she's released from me and has a great source of magical energy. That's true.
無駄なこと。あなたではさくらは救えないと忠告した結果がそれか。
There's no emotion in her voice. That's the signal. He mercilessly comes to take my life. So what? I can't be killed here. I can't lose even against Saber. I may not be able to beat her, but I should be able to escape with Ilya.
だが幸運だな。自滅する者に関わっている場合ではなくなった。さくらが私を呼んでいる。
Whoa. So no fight? Saber turns around and walks off. Wow, lucky.
いや、運ではなく、自らの手で勝ち取った成果か。あなたはバーサーカーを倒した。その決意がこの結果を引き寄せたのだから。
She's interesting. I mean, that is true. He did beat Berserker, even though like she would fight him if Sakura didn't call her. That is true. And this makes me think like I feel like Shiro can get through to her in some way. Saber leaves without turning around. I can't call out to her. She's my enemy. No matter the reason, I'll thankfully accept the fact that she spared my life. Because yeah, she did. And again, she didn't have to just go back to Sakura. She could have just killed him easily there. Very interesting. I'm covered in wounds, leaving me nothing to spare. You could have even grabbed Ilya and taken her back. I stifle my pain and turn my back to Saber. I have to leave the forest with Ilya. Saber's not my only enemy. Even if I do separate Sakura from the shadows, Zoken will get in our way. Oh, Shiro, if only you knew. Just hope you don't run into Kirei. I know what happened and what's going to happen to my body. I can project 3 more times at most. No, even projecting once is dangerous if I don't want any physical defects. I can't fight Zoken, an assassin, in this condition. There will be no point if my body explodes after I beat them. And I should keep my last projection to keep my promise with Tosaka. Then there's still hope even after I die.
Shiro.
Wow. I hear Ilya's voice from somewhere.
今は少しでも早く森を出よう。セイバーの。いや、さくらの気が変わったら、今度こそ逃げきれない。
I can't see Ilya. My heart's thumping loudly, jumping around inside my skull. Whoa. Alright, wow, what a fucking sequence there. Shit, man. Oh, back to Kirei? Purification by the holy word. The priest's exorcism disperses Mato Zoken's spiritual body. Only 2 figures remain. One is Kotomina Kirei, leaning against the wall with wounds all over his body, his cloak red with blood. The other is the masked assassin, bound to a tree by the black keys. He turns to the voice. Assassin is no longer there. The only things on the tree are the black keys and a small trace of blood. Yo, he did escape. Yeah, honestly, right? And yours, too. The priest doesn't answer, but checks on his wounded body. The bleeding has stopped. He's out of weapons, but he suffered no fatal wounds, and his strength should return once he rests for a few minutes. Oh, within a day.
この身は一日を待たず下級霊に落ち、この世から消えるだろう。
I have a feeling he's not gonna kill Kirei though.
そうだ。マスターのいないサーバントであらば、
Ah.
それでどうなのだ。主の敵討ちをするか、アサシン。それほど推挙ではない。魔術師殿は慢心によって敗北した。私の
That's true. He didn't have to be there.
思えぬが、合点のいかぬことがある。
He's gonna ask about why Zabania didn't work, right? About his heart.
ザバーニーヤの不成功か。シャイタンより譲り受けた腕と見たが、ザバーニーヤの名を冠する以上、私に効き目はない。それは人を罰するものゆえ、同種の存在を呪えるものでは。
Ah, there it is.
すでに人のものではない私の心臓は、呪いにはめっぽう強いのだ。やはり貴様の心臓はあの娘と同
It's
じ。
that girl's.
貴様、すでに汚染されていたな。
The priest doesn't answer. He merely smiles ironically.
だが、だとしてもなぜ知っていた。貴様の行動は私の腕が利かない。
I don't know if Kirei did
と
know.
知っていなければできぬことだ。
Although considering, I don't know.
貴様は初めから私に宝具を使わせるつもりでいたな。
I don't know. He probably was. He probably did know.
そうだな。
Okay, there you
お
go.
前の腕は知っていた
Makes
ぞ、
sense.
アサシン。
And like it said, he wouldn't go into this fight knowing that he wouldn't go into this fight if he didn't think he could win it. So that makes sense.
対象の心臓と全く同じ偶像を作り、反響存在とすることで、実像の心臓とすり替える呪いの腕。私のサーバントは、その腕によって破れたのだ。では、貴様は、ああ、見ていた。
Ah, makes sense. So he watched it with
奴
Lancer.
が生き絶える瞬間までな。知っていたのは当然だろう。ランサーを倒した時点で、お前の失態は決まっていた。
It led to all this, man.
確かに、これは失態だ。
Assassin tut-tuts and self-deprecation. His hostility disappears at the same time. He must be satisfied with the answer as he quickly retreats.
次の契約者を探しに行ったか。
Wow, he's looking for another master. Oh, Sakura.
大方。
Yeah,
雇用主は的を桜といったところだが。
that's not a problem for the priest. It's fine as long as Mato Zoken doesn't kill Mato Sakura. Zoken's wish is immortality. He can achieve his wish by having Sakura's body turn into the Holy Grail. The curse in the Holy Grail will not hatch if the old man is alive. It's meaningless if Sakura becomes his tool. She needs to remain a master. Because...
そう、お前には永遠にない。主は生まれながら欠落しておる。
Nice last words, prick. He gets dizzy. It must be because of the fatigue and loss of blood. The priest leans against the wall and closes his eyes. Yeah, take a breather, Kirei. It all happened 10 years ago. Defective from birth, the man did everything he could after accepting the fact. He couldn't understand morals, but had common sense, so his teenage years were spent trying to overcome his defect. But it never happened. The man's purgatories and sufferings were entirely useless. His final attempt was a woman. Ah, and this is where you learn about it. It's a simple story. Every human wishes to love one of the opposite sex, have a family, and die peacefully. Even if one may detest the peace, one can only dream about it. This man is no exception. He wished for such a thing even though he felt no fascination in it. He loved a woman trying to earn ordinary happiness. The man chose a woman with no future. She was terminally ill, only expected to live for a few years. Oh. Did he choose her because of that, or was that his only choice? He still doesn't know. Their life together lasted for about 2 years. The man tried to love the woman. The woman tried to love the man, did love him, and even had his child. But the result didn't change. It was because the man derived his happiness from the woman's suffering and his child's despair. Yo! The more he tried to love, the more their suffering saved him. The contradiction didn't make the man suffer. He He doesn't even know if he suffered. But the more the woman tried to cure him, the more he wanted to see her grieve. The woman was a saint. She was sickly, but she was still a saint for him. It need not be said how faithful she was or how deeply she understood his anger. That's why the man was in despair. No human will ever understand him and try to heal him to her degree. And this woman still could not fill the void within him. Ooh, yikes, man. Oh, man, I did not know this much about it. Because, in Fate Zero, which, again, please don't watch this series if you haven't seen Fate Zero Unlimited Blade Works or don't know those stories. So, spoiler alert. Skip a couple minutes if you need to. Even though I've been making comparisons to Zero this whole time. Gosh, I really should put more disclaimers. But yes, man, in Zero, you hear about it. From what's it called? Risei says it to Tokiyomi, like, at the beginning, he's like, yeah, he recently lost his wife, and she was with child, too. Maybe him participating in this Holy Grail War will give him some purpose or whatever. I don't fucking know. But, yeah, dude, it was, to know that this is truly how he felt. Crazy. Like, this right here is so important. Like, she was so faithful. She deeply understood why he was angry. And even, like, being a human, like, who was so understanding of him and so faithful and loved him dearly, it still could not heal him. And that's his despair. Then there was no need to live and question right and wrong. He was born defective. His birth was some kind of mistake. He concluded that if his existence was a mistake, it was best to disappear, and he went to bid goodbye to the woman before he died. He was gonna commit suicide? He made her his wife as an experiment, so it's his natural duty to go tell her of his end. The woman loved Kotomina. Kotomina tried to love the woman. That's all there is to this story. The end came relatively quickly. That's all the man said in the room made of stone. The dying woman smiled. She was unable to stand up because her body was now composed of just skin and bone. Oh my gosh, we get to hear her voice. With a smile, she took her own life. What? There was no way to stop her, and stopping her was meaningless. The woman had a fatal disease. She would eventually die. He knew that when he chose her. The woman, covered in blood, looked up at the man and smiled. He wasn't crying, of course. It's just that the woman saw it that way. The woman used her death to prove to him that he could love, and that he deserved to live. The woman silently left the room and broke away the teachings of God. Wow. Ended her life in front of him, yes. He certainly felt sad, but not because she died. The man at that time thought, oh, Kirei. Oh, Kirei, you are so twisted. He grieved over losing the chance to enjoy her death. It happened long ago. He can't remember her voice or her face, but sometimes he thinks, holy shit, Kirei. Is that for his pleasure, or is it grief over wanting to kill the one he loved with his own hands? He cuts off his thought process whenever the answer flickers in his head. It's something that should be hidden forever. The woman's death was meaningless. Her devotion couldn't change him. But the man didn't want to consider her death to be worthless. So he stopped searching for answers. Ah, it all happened long ago. And okay, so at that point, he stopped trying to, like, find, like, meaning or happiness in what brought others joy. It was at that point where he's like, I'm gonna stop searching. Damn, it all happened long ago. It's like he truly accepted the memory of the man who feeds on others' misfortunes. The man later meets his nemesis, Emiya Kiritsugu, a magus that cast away what the man might have wanted. That's an interesting way to phrase that. Wow. Cast away what he might have wanted. Holy hell. He opens his eyes. It seems he fell asleep. He checks his condition, starts to walk to catch up to Emiyashiro and...
どこにも行けない。
Wait, what?
だってあなたはここで死ぬんだもの。
Whoa. Is interrupted by a girl. Whoa. She has completely changed. But Church on the Hill is playing, so I'm nervous. Her black outfit is her shadow. She's covering her body with her own dark magical energy. The amount and the presence of her magical energy is beyond human capabilities. She's at the same level as pure heroic spirits, the Counter Guardians. She's at the level of a Counter Guardian? What the shit? As a pure heroic spirit. What the fuck? Sakura?
完全に汚染されたな、マトウサクラ。体だけではない。精神まであの呪いに同調しなければ、そこまでの変貌はない。認めたな。自分が怪物なのだと。開き直ったというわけだ。
Even though the priest wished for it, he still criticizes the girl, as if to blame her for being intoxicated with her power.
そう、自分の力に酔うのはいけませんか。けどきっと仕方のないことなんですよ。もっとみんなが優しかったら、私だってもう少しぐらい我慢したと思うんです。
ほう。我慢とは何をかな。
自分をですよ。神父さん、こうなってやっと認められました。私、この世界が嫌いなんです。私を捨てた遠坂の家、私とは何もかも違う、何不自由なく生きてきた姉さん、怖いおじいさまとかわいそうな兄さん、私の痛みも知らず平穏に過ごす街並み、そういうのが今はすごく許せないんです。これが八つ当たりだって理解しています。けど悪いことだって分かっていても思ってしまうんです。
So I don't know how I feel about this. 'Cause the way she just said that just now is like as if she has some agency now of whether she can decide to not like control. Because I mean, I feel like Kirei implied before that a lot of what's influencing her is what's inside the Grail, aka Angra Mainyu, right? So, but I guess at this point she's accepted the curse, as Kirei said. She's accepted like what she's become.
そう、今まで私を助けてくれなかったすべてに私を思い知らせてあげたらどんな顔をするのかって。
The girl smiles as if it's a sacred pleasure. The priest doesn't change his expression. He keeps staring at the girl as if regarding something foul.
変わったな、マトウサクラ。なるほど。その闇も適合するための素質だったというわけか。
ええ、変わりました。私は今までのマトウサクラじゃない。あんな弱い子はもういないの。
We'll see.
そう、今までみんな私を苦しめてきたんだもの。その仕返しに私がみんなを苦しめてあげるだけ。ただ耐えているだけの私はとっくに消えたわ。
She laughs. Double personality. The original Mato Sakura disappeared and the other personality surfaced. That's the only logical reason for her change. But
何を言う。隠す必要などないぞ、マトウサクラ。
the priest quickly denies it.
何をですか。
隠す必要などないと言った。お前は別人格などではない。泥に飲まれ、暴力に酔うお前もまたマトウサクラ。
Ooh.
異なる人格を用意し、
I like
マトウ
that.
サクラは悪くないなどと言い訳をする必要はない。
True. Her face stiffens. He's absolutely right. The girl grits her teeth and glares back at the priest.
何を。あなたが私を殺したくせに。
The girl's shadow reacts to her hateful voice. A blazing infringement. The shadow covers the ground in an instant.
否定はせん。私がお前を生かしたのは、あれのマスターを続け
To
させるため。
Avenger.
その期待に応え、お前は見事アベンジャーを誕生させようとしている。
Oh boy.
私ではできなかったことを、お前は難なくやってのけたのだ。
難なくなんかじゃない。私がどれだけ苦しかったのか、今もどれだけ苦しいのか知りもしないで。
知らんし、知る必要もない。小娘の恨み事を聞くほど
Okay,
信憑
Kirei.
はないのでな。
そうですね。私も知ってほしいなんて思わない。そんな簡単に同情なんてされてやらない。私はこれから一方的に思い知らせる立場なんですから。
She smiles cruelly. The priest retreats without any hesitation. He quickly backs away like when he captured Mato Zoken. The priest retreats with one jump. She may have vast magical energy, but she's still inexperienced. He has no experience with battle and she's unskilled as a magus. It's easy for him to retreat. Okay, that makes sense. She is pretty much just relying on, like, power of the shadow. But, like, that shit combined with her, like, imaginary numbers and her just vast amount of, like, magical energy, it's ridiculous. But I guess, yeah, Kirei does have that on his side. Ooh. About to throw the shadow after you, boy. She smiles. The priest falls to the ground at that instant. Whoa. Well, bye-bye, Kirei. Bye-bye, Kirei. I don't think she's gonna go easy on you. He rolls down. He falls to the ground, coughing up blood. It doesn't stop. He can't stop coughing up blood. Every time he tries to breathe, it wells up in his throat. Whoa. Oh. Wait. So it's because of, like, the curse? So because Sakura's, like, so attuned with the curse, it's like the same curse that, like, resurrected Kirei and, like, flooded inside his body. So does that give her, like, control over him? I mean, that's what she just said, but that's crazy. Yeah, she's making him cough up blood. Wild. Headshot in the anime, but, you know, again, another change. Poor Gil. His worst route here. Uh-huh. Ooh. There it is. Confirmed. But I'm Angra Mainyu. Whoa. She destroyed his fake heart? Kirei doesn't have a heart now? Whoa. Yo, she is fucking with him hard. But yeah, that makes sense. So he was resurrected by the curse, and the curse is keeping him alive, like Angra's magical energy. And now that Sakura is basically Angra Mainyu, like, manifested through her, It's wow, this is fucking insane.
私の手はあなたがどこにいようとその中身を引きずり出せるんですから。
So Kirei can absolutely not defeat Sakura. He raises her hand. How can she say if you want? The girl has no intention of keeping him alive. No matter how much he may beg for his life, she'll laugh as she kills him. He'll give her back his fake life. Because it's hers. Even if it's just a speck next to her total magical energy, there's no reason for her to let the priest keep it.
さよなら。私を生かしてくれたことだけは感謝しますね。
She grasps her slender fingers together as if to twist apart an invisible doll. Whoa, a crushing sound. The priest's body is squeezed like a rag. One more twist. The priest will die in the next second. But right before that... Wait, what? Listen, I'm fine with Kirei not dying here, but what the hell? The girl doubles over in pain. She coughs up blood. He scratches the ground as if begging for help. Wait, what? Shadow expands. What happened? The shadow on her body expands and slowly shrinks back to the original size. Oh. This is the this is the moment Shiro beat Berserker and she just felt it. That makes sense. Oh shit. There's no other explanation. Berserker was defeated. He died, dissolved into pure magical energy, and was consumed by her, the Holy Grail. That makes sense. Another typhoon inside her. Her mind distorts. The personality called Mato Sakura is pushed even further into a corner now. Crawl away, Kirei. She can't move any farther, but the great soul pushes her against the wall. Someone makes me think like of Dark Souls, because it's like in those games, it's like everyone has a craving for souls. They want more souls, and some people go mad over it, trying to acquire like the most magnificent souls. But actually, yo, that is what happens. So never mind. It is kind of like that. She'll disappear. She'll disappear. Mato Sakura will disappear. She thinks of killing the priest, looks up, and is annoyed by her failure to follow through. Listen, man. There's anything someone can learn from the previous route is you cannot assume Kirei is dead if you don't see his dead body. It just doesn't happen. There's no one at the ruin. On the ground where Kotomina Kirei lay is his blood-soaked outfit. I guess he has to crawl back to the church and treat himself or crawl somewhere. Who the fucking knows? Status screen updated. Oh, this song right now feels so out of place. Hold up. Alright, took a quick break there. Obviously, I'm going to leave my usual message and encourage you to do the same. Get up, walk around, take a lap, drink some water, touch your toes, whatever. Just get moving, get blood flowing, especially if you've been sitting or laying down while watching this. Please do so. We reached the forest edge faster than I expected. It's probably because I had Ilya's guidance. The car I arrived in is gone. We started walking into town, stopped the car, and got a lift. Can you imagine if the driver was still there and he's like, where's Kotomi? Just go. We started walking to town, stopped the car, and got a lift. We're both filthy after running through the forest, making us look really suspicious. So I jumped out in front of a car to stop it, and Ilya used suggestion on the driver to make him pick us up. Oh my gosh. Do what you gotta do. Only Shiro would jump out in front of a car to stop it. Oh man, this duo. Man, I never thought I'd get a ride like this. It's like a slightly less malicious carjacking. Back in my place in an instant. The sun's setting. It seems I fell asleep on the way back. That cut from the music there was a bit jarring. A little concerned. Oh, the sun is set by the time I make it to the living room. It's past 7 o'clock already. Where's Rin? Oh wait, Rin's at her house. That's right. Something's wrong. Time's passing by too fast. It was afternoon when I stepped into the house, so it's not possible for it to be night as soon as I step into the living room. And here's the effects of the arm. I talked to Ilya standing beside me. But Ilya isn't there. Ilya is... The hell? Oh my gosh, she's having super lapses in memory now. Already in the living room saying strange things. Dinner? I did. What now? There are remnants of dinner on the table. There are dishes in the sink. Come to think of it, I feel pretty full. Seems I really did make dinner. Oh. See, he doesn't even remember that. He just lapsed and they were in front of the house and then now he's here. I looked through my memory. Nothing. Well, I guess that's what happened. Yeah, pretty much. By the way, like the way Shiro approaches his absolutely awful symptoms is like actually the way to address anxiety. Like you don't look at like a physical symptom and be like, holy shit, this is this and this and this. You know, Googling symptoms and like this is cancer, you know, down that whole rabbit hole. I know. Like he really what he does, he looks at it, he's aware of it, he expresses curiosity, and then he just moves on. Granted, at that point, you should either like continue to just be curious about it or just straight up go see a doctor, because that's like the ultimate confirmation. But you know, if Shiro was any kind of like, Shiro was like a hypochondriac, or if he was like a really anxious person, he'd be fucked because so much crazy shit happens to him, like physically. It's absolutely insane. Ilya nods. I raise my hand in apology and leave the living room. And the next thing I know, I'm in my room. The instant I step out of the living room, I'm on the floor in my bedroom. Here it comes. I wake up because of the piercing pain. The sword's pierced in my chest. That's the first thing I imagine because my chest is hot and numb and it feels like my life is draining out from it. Look, the song just came and went. There's no sword, of course. It's just an illusion. The left side of my chest is simply rebelling against my left arm. But I finally realize, my sense of time, the intermittent scenes are... It's just that my mind is screwed up. It's not that I have no memory, I just can't record the events into my brain. I can't hold events in my mind unless I concentrate on them. It's natural that I can't remember anything that happened after I left the forest. I can't stay conscious unless I'm in pain, like now. I frantically grasp at my fading consciousness. Unless I consciously focus my mind, Emiyashita will disappear. Only pain or the utmost concentration can preserve my memories. In short, I have to maintain the level of concentration I had when I was trying to insert the magic circuit into my spine. Yikes. I'm stumped. I can't keep this up forever and I don't know how long it'll work. Once I fall asleep, I won't be able to wake up. Once I fall asleep, Emiyashita will never return. Even if my body's unwounded, my mind would be scattered. I raise my body. I search through my desk. I need a small blade, something I can hide in my right hand that'll dig into my flesh if I make a fist. I can't keep up the concentration I have during training. I have to clench my fist every time I relax so that the pain will keep me conscious. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? The pendant. I find the crystal from that day. The pendant I found beside me after I was killed by Lancer. I don't know how much magical energy was originally in this, but now there's not even enough for one strengthening magic left in it. That's right. Now I can clearly think about who this pendant belongs to and who would have saved me that night. After all, she was the only other person at school at that time. I don't know why she saved me, but she wouldn't need a reason to save a life. My consciousness starts to fade away. I'll think about it later. I'll fall unconscious if I think about happy things and relax. We saw Kalabok 2, what looked like the Azloth dagger, Concho Bakuya. I checked my condition. I released the steel on my left arm. I put the shroud back on it, but it's only there to ease my mind. According to Kotomina, the switch would be tripped if I used Archer's arm. He said there'd be nothing I could do after that. But I can still move my body. The problem is my mind, but I can stay conscious as long as I stay awake. As for projection, I can probably project 3 more times using Archer's arm. I know I can manage it once. I'm scared about the second time. The third will be fatal. I think my body will self-destruct, even if my mind's still alive. I close my eyes and strain my ears. I hear creaking sounds along with my heartbeat. The thing invading my body from Archer's arm. And Shiro is literally made of swords. It gets harder to suppress his reality marble the more I use his blade works. Eventually, an infinite number of blades will be created inside my body instead of outside. What the fuck? Don't even want to imagine what will happen. That's insane. 1,000 blades will pierce my body from within, killing me instantly. Wait, did it already pass the daytime, or is this just his light? I'm in a hopeless condition. I accept the whole situation, but I reject the facts as they stand. I won't die and I won't self-destruct. Not waking up after I fall asleep is just a product of my frightened imagination. I'll be saved. I'll be saved once I do everything I need to. It's meaningless otherwise. I said I'll protect Sakura no matter what. But I can't just die selfishly. Osaka. I don't have time. I'll go to her house. I'm worried about whether Kotomina's alright, but he's not my ally anymore now that we've saved Ilya. I can't ask for his help again, but the promise to... It's past 9 o'clock. I thought I came back right away, but it's been 2 hours already.
今から遠坂の家に行くから一緒に行こう。リンの家？
別に私は構わないけど、なんで？
I gotta do the jeweled sword thing, right? I mean, at least try. I don't know.
なんでって、遠坂と合流
I mean, that too. Let's check up on
そ
her.
れに、あいつの容態だって気になるだろう。琴峰は夜になれば回復するとか言ってたけど、あいつの言い分はいまいち信用できない。遠坂が参ってたら手当てをしてやらないと。
それはいいけど、シロ。
Ilya points to the wall. Then,
心配してもらって嬉
what
しい
the
わ。
fuck?
とり
He's
あえず
already here.
私の調子は見ての通りよ。けど、そこまで気にかけてくれるんだったら、森に行く前に私の家に寄っていってほしかったわね。
遠坂、いつの間にこっちに来てたんだ。
ほんの1時間前よ。
An hour
森で
ago.
何が起きたのかはイリアから聞いたわ。
Did you now? Isn't that insane? Tosca's in a bad mood. No, she's angry. It seems she doesn't like the fact that I went to the forest without her.
仕方ないだろう。あの時は一刻を争うと思ったし、事実、イリアだって危ないところだったんだ。
Wait till you tell her. I'm sure she heard from Ilya that Shiro was working with Kirei.
だったんだよな、イリア。
But yeah, there's multiple reasons for him to be mad.
そうね。私は閉じ込められてはいなかったけど、数分後には大聖杯に連れて行かれて、心臓を抜き取られていてもおかしくなかった。条件は桜を乗っ取り次第、私で門を開けようとしていたから。素人琴峰が来るのがあとちょっとでも遅かったら。
ほら、遠坂を待ってたら間に合わなかっただろ。
どうだか。今の言い訳じゃ桜次第ってことでしょ。
イリア、本当のところはどうなのよ。
あ、やっぱりバレちゃったか。ええ、本当はもうちょっと猶予があったかな。さくらは芯が強いから
Oh, wow.
簡単に壊れたりしない。
So technically, they did have time, but
操り人形になるまで
they would have known
あ
that.
と1日は間があったでしょうね。
やっぱり。あのね、イリア、あんまりシロを甘やかしちゃダメよ。こいつには人一倍厳しいぐらいがちょうどいいんだから。
Indeed.
そうね。リンがシローにそうしてくれるなら私はもう安心かな。
To criticize me. But if the time limit was a day, I don't think we would have made it if I'd waited for Tosaka. I was faced with an important choice in the forest, but in exchange, I'm able to regain the time the three of us can spend together. I concentrate hard since I'm starting to relax. Seems the tension faded away during the conversation.
ちょっと待ってくれ、イリア。さくらが一日持つかどうかってことは、残った猶予はあと
半日あるかどうかよ。いいえ、さくらがどう頑張ってももうアベンジャーは生まれようとしてい
And
る。
nobody will be saved.
羽が
Yikes.
辞退してしまえばさくらは完全に変わる。誰もさくらを助けられなくなるし、誰も助からなくなるのよ。
Curious, like, if that's gonna happen. Because, I mean, if Angra, like, is actually born, then yeah, everyone's fucked, right? So, again, like Kirei said, in the moment where that happens, Shiro has, like, a few seconds to, like, turn the power on itself. I don't know. We'll see.
アベンジャー。
Avenger. Tosca and I frown at the strange word.
そう、復讐者。聖杯戦争における第8のクラス、ハインツベルンがルールを破ってまで召喚した反則よ。
A violation.
それが大聖杯の中を呪いで汚染したもの。自分じゃ外に出れないからってさくらと同化して黒い影を映していた本体。そして今も形を得ようと人間の命を食べ続けているありえない存在。それがアベンジャー。3度目の儀式でアインツベルンのマスターが召喚して
An
しまった
anti-hero.
呼んではいけなかった半英雄。
The Third
イリ
War.
ア、あなた知ってるの？あの影が何なのか、さくらが何に取りつかれてるかって。
ええ、さくらから必要な情報を取り出して何が起きているのかは理解できた。私がやるべきこと、シローたちが敵とみなしているものが何であるかを。
Ilya closes her eyes once. Is that resignation? Ilya sighs and then stares at us.
これから話すことは私たちの確信であり、もう関係のない話。あなたたちが背負うべきものでもない。シローとリンには聖杯戦争に関わった最後のマスターとしてただ事実だけを口にします。
イリア。
Tosca looks at Ilya in surprise. I do likewise. Ilya shows calmness and emptiness as if she's someone else.
事の起こりは200年前。
Oh, here we go.
いえ、聖杯を求める彼らの放浪はもっと前から続いていたけど、
Right, it
この土地
begun
で
in
の
this
儀式が
land.
始まったのは200年前からだった。話はそこから始めるわ。聖杯、あらゆる願いを叶える願望旗。その完成のためアインツベルンとマキリ、遠坂は協力して聖杯を召喚する儀式を行った。それが聖杯戦争の発端。7人の英霊を召喚して聖杯の所有権を定める殺し合い。聖杯によってマスターに選ばれた魔術師は英霊のよりしろとなり、最後の一人になるまで殺し合う。それがシローとリンが知っている聖杯戦争の表向きの決まり事。驚かないのね、リン。やっぱりあなたもうすうすは感づいていたの？
それなりにはね。誰かに利用されてるってことはすぐに気づいたけど、人様が作ったシステムを使ってその成果をいただこうって言うんだもの。
So what's the
利用
true
し利用されるのはお
what's
互
the
い様
true
でしょ。
deal?
いちいち目くじら立てるほどバカじゃないわ。
そう。 じゃあ順番が逆ということはもう説明しなくていい？シロはどう？本当はサーバント同士に戦わせるなんて過程そのものが余分なんだって気づいてた？
Well, I did know. Servants are summoned by the Holy Grail. The heroic spirits are summoned to determine whether the summoner deserves the Holy Grail. Once summoned, they make a contract with the master to stay in this world and obtain the Holy Grail. Then they go out to defeat the other masters and servants. In and of itself, that's not a problem. But once I found out the defeated heroic spirits are absorbed into the Holy Grail, something felt off. Heroic spirits, servants are only a factor in determining which master is suited for the Holy Grail. So why are they taken into the Holy Grail after their purpose has been served?
つまり聖杯戦争にとって必要なのは英霊だけで、マスターはただ英霊を呼び寄せるためだけの道具だってことか。
Yeah, like masters are the tool to bring the servants in. The servants are way more important in manifesting that grail, so
そう、聖杯戦争という儀式においてマスターはサーバン
yeah,
トをこの世
true.
に呼び出すレセ
At
プタ
that
ー
point,
に
it
過ぎ
doesn't
ない。
matter.
サーバントさえ召喚してくれれば、あとはマスターなんていつ死んでもらっても構わないのよ。聖杯完成に必要なものは英霊だけ。時間軸の外にいる純粋な魂、この世の道理から外れ、なおこの世に干渉できる外界の力、それが英霊の本質でしょ。彼らはその力を必要とした。その力を持って外界に出ようとした。
Into the outer world.
それ
The
が
roots.
この地に作られた聖杯の本当の目的。人の手では届かぬ奇跡、未だ人間のものではない現象を手に入れるため、この地における聖杯戦争は行われてきた。それは私たちから失われたとされる神秘、真の不老不死を実現させる大儀礼。英霊でも精霊でもない、意図小さき人の位において、肉体の死後に消え去り帰り、
Whoa.
この世から失われる魂を物質化する。
What a soul of a mere human.
その奇跡の名をヘブンズフィール。
Ah, there it is. Roll credits, boys. So yeah, right there. It's been lost by the Einsburns, the great ritual to attain immortality. Not a heroic spirit or a holy spirit, but a soul of a mere human that's fated to disappear from this world, bringing it about as an act of God. The miracle is heaven's feel. Okay.
現存する5つの魔法のうちの1つ。
Ah,
3
the
番
third
目に
of
位
the
置する
5 existing
黄金の
sorceries.
杯よ。
魔法ってあの魔法？
The air tenses up. Ilya says that the Holy Grail is a ritual to perform a sorcery. Sorcery, a divine mystery that cannot be reached with magic, an impossible phenomenon that cannot be achieved by modern people. It's the ultimate goal of every magus, and those who achieve it are called sorcerers with envy and awe. There are 5 sorceries acknowledged by the Magic Association. As I'm not even in the association, I have no way to know, but I've heard that there are 5 sorceries and there are about 4 sorcerers.
ちょっと待って。第三魔法って魂の物質化なの？
Materialization of the
そ
soul.
れならサーバントだって魂の物質化じゃない。
違うわ。確かにシステムの基盤は第三魔法の一部を使っているけど、英霊はあくまで高霊でしょ。サーバントはこの地上にこの時代のものとして生きているわけじゃない。第三魔法としては不完全だし、英霊なら魔法の力なんてなくても、
Right, so it
よ
is
りしろ
different.
さえあれば実体化できる。ヘブンズフィールは過去にいたものを読み上げて複製体を作るわ
It
けじゃ
creates
ない。
one?
それは精神体でありながら単体で物質界に干渉できる
Huh.
高次元の存在を作る技。魂そのものを生き物にして
Ah,
生
so
命
it
体
takes
と
a
して
soul
次のステップに向かうも
and
のを言うの
elevates it. That can take a spirit form and still influence the physical world.
次のステップって確かにそれはとんでもない大事だけど、でもイリア、どんなに内容が違うって言っても魔法は全部根源に至る道でしょ。それが聖杯とどんな関係があるのよ。いいえ、 だいたい魔法を起動できるような管理値は日本に一つしかない。冬木の霊脈も一級品だって自負してるけど、それでも根源につながるほどの歪みはないわ。
ええ、届くほど歪んではいない。だから穴を開けるのよ。道がつながっていないなら自分たちで壁を壊すしかないでしょ。その壁を壊すという行為が、その過程でどんな願いでも叶えられるぐらいの魔力がたまるのだけど、それはアインツベルには二次的なもの、もしくはマスターを呼び寄せるための宣伝でしかなかった。
Perfect way to draw in masters. Cause yeah, they are essentially sacrifices. Like what a fucking like joke. Like how optimistic do you have to be be in a Holy Grail war to think that you're gonna be the one to win? Like holy shit. I don't know how the fuck like some people made it through. I'm thinking of 1 and 0. I'm glad that he made it, but holy hell. I don't know why I'm still trying to avoid spoilers. Like I haven't been talking about 0 this whole time. Waver. Without attracting the notice of the Magic Association. Oh. Right, okay. Aozaki, Aoko, right? So when she said there's one place, when Rin said there's only one place in Japan that can like activate a sorcery, I guess she was talking about Aozaki's land, because I know Aoko has a true like a sorcery, like a true magic. I don't know what it is, but I know that she's on that level. I love her sister. Toko's awesome. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, I guess, a little bit of Aoko in Tsukihime, but we'll see.
ハインツベルンにとって冬木の町は必要条件を満たした完璧に近い実験場だった。あとはもうわかるでしょ。聖杯戦争を司る聖杯は2種類ある。この土地に眠る聖杯とハインツベルンが用意する聖杯。前者が遠坂の管理地を使った魔法陣、これを大聖杯と呼び、ハインツベルンが毎回鍵として用意するものを聖杯と呼ぶ。大聖杯は聖杯戦争のシステムを管理するもので、聖杯は破れていた英霊の魂を回収し、大聖杯を動かすための炉心に当たるわ。そうして大聖杯起動に必要な分の魂が聖杯に溜まった時、外部からの割り人である英霊の魂を利用して穴を開ける。役目を終えた彼らが元の座に戻ろうとする瞬間、わずかに開いた穴を大聖杯の力で
and that's how it reaches the origin.
人の身では届かない根源への道を開く。もちろんこんなのは初めの一歩。花を開けられたところで望みのものは手に入らない。
Wait, so that's the first step. So what else?
それでも聖杯を手にした者は無尽蔵の魔力を手に入れられる。あっち側にはまだ誰も使っていない、この地上とは比べ物にならない大量のマナが散布されてるからね。
そう、要するに大聖杯っていう大元の魔法陣があって、聖杯はそれを起動させる鍵なわけね。
Yeah, that makes sense.
聖杯戦争が50年周期なのは英霊を召喚するだけのマナを
and that's why there's such a long time between it to accumulate the mana.
それだけの召喚術、個人の魔力で起動できるはずがない。大聖杯は50年かけてこの土地に満ちるマナを枯らさないように少しずつ吸い上げ、それが溜まった時。
Now that makes sense. I'd always wondered about like the 56, I think it's 60-year gap. I think she just said 50-year. Yeah. So now that makes sense. I actually never knew the reason. So there you go. Damn. Oh man, I'm glad this is clarifying so many things. A lot of it I know, but also a lot I don't. As far as the nuances.
彼らは望むものを与えてあげないとこちらの召喚に応じてくれない。 だから聖杯を用意して彼らの望みに応えてあげた。もっともそんなのは初
Of
めから
course.
欺瞞だけど、ハインツベルンは元から英霊の魂だけが
Yeah,
欲
it's
しかっ
just
た。
about their souls, their magical energy.
彼らの霊格なんてどうでもよくて、ただ強大な魂が欲しかっただけよ。それを隠すために聖杯戦争なんて表向きのルールを作って、サーバントとマスターを騙して今まで殺し合いを続けさせた。ま、そうなったのは2回目の儀式かららしいわ。
From the second ritual.
1度目はバカ正直に英霊を召喚して、遠坂とマキリとアインツベルンで独占権の取り合いになって、あっという間に失敗したんだって。だから今のルールができたのは2回目からよ。外来の魔術師を呼び寄せて、
Ah,
それぞれ聖杯を
outsiders.
目的にして殺し合わせる。自分たち以外のマスターなんてサーバントさえ呼んでしまえば邪魔なだけだし、
Makes
戦いの
sense.
中で死んでもらった方が効率がいい。
It's all bullshit, basically.
3家にとってみれば自分たち以外の協力者を合法的に始末できるんだから
Right.
都合が良かったのよ。
呆れた。じゃあ何？マスター同士殺し合うってルールは所有権が誰にあるか話し合いで解決できなかったから力ずくで決めようとしたことの末路なわけ？
そうよ。でもその殺し合うって選定方法は思いのほか合っていたわ。今のリンと同じよ。騙されてると気づくサーバントやマスターもいたけど、そんな背景はどうでもよかったみたいね。だ
Tosca's convinced. In short, the Holy Grail War is not a battle to obtain the Holy Grail, but a ritual to escape to the outside world. Attempts to reach the outside world. According to Hermeticism, there's a power that governs dimensional theory outside of this world. It's called the Swirl of the Origin, and it's a coordinate that's considered to be the beginning of all things. They used that phrase in Kara no Kyokai. The subtitles I had might have said swirl of the root, but you know, very similar. It's the start and the end of all creation. It's the seat of God, recording everything and able to create anything. Which makes Void Shiki's existence, again, that's just a total mindfuck. But I really don't care about that. My father would have understood what a big deal it is, but it doesn't concern me. What's possessing Sakura is much more important to me than how it all started.
イリア、聖杯戦争の本当の目的とか
That was for us, that wasn't for Shiro.
それは
And
俺
Rin.
たちには関係のない話
That
だ。
was for Rin and us.
それよりさっき言ってたやつのことを聞かせてくれ。
関係ないって魔法よ魔法。しかも3番目の魔法なんて教会でもずっと秘密にされてきた禁忌中の禁忌じゃない。
Ah. In particular, the third.
あなたも魔術師なら第3魔法って聞いて無視できるわけ？
できる。まったく何考えてるんだ遠坂。今はそんな成功しないものの話をしている場合じゃないだろう。
成功しないって一体どんな根拠様よそれ？
あのな、理由はわからないが聖杯戦争は一度も勝利者を出していない。ならこの儀式はどこかで仕組みを間違えていたってことだ。大体な、そうでなかったらさくらのことをどう説明するんだ。聖杯が魔法に至る道だって言うなら、さくらがあんな風になるのも魔法なのかよ。
Maybe I convinced her because she shuts her mouth.
それでイリア、どうしてこの聖杯戦争はこんなことになったんだ？聖杯の中には何かがいると琴峰は言った。
Ah, and here we go, Avenger.
その何かっていうのがアベンジャーってやつなのか。そいつは聖杯、イリアやサクラの中じゃなく大聖杯とかいう魔法陣の中にいると。
Yeah, he's in the Great Holy Grail. I'm glad they explained all that. Ilya breaking down the terminology, the true purpose of the war, the fact that masters are basically sacrificial in nature. You don't need the masters, and the whole violence, killing each other thing was introduced in the second war because they couldn't agree who earned it, and also gave the families an excuse to kill each other. Yeah, pretty fucked, man.
そっか、琴峰なら知っているわよね。あいつもさくらと同じ 復讐者に汚染された魔術師だもの。聖杯の中にいるものが何であるか、
Oh, it just hit
とっ
me
く
right
の
now.
昔に知っていたんだ。
Who Assassin was talking about when he said his heart was just like hers. He was talking about Sakura, because yeah, after what Gil did to her, you know, tore up all her muscles, pretty much fucking like would have killed her. She was kept alive by the same, in the same way. Yeah. And she's also is like Angra Mainyu, like manifesting through her. She's like a gate for him, so it's like, yeah, he was able to fuck with him hard because of that.
キレイがさくらと同じ？
そうよ。ここからはシロとリンに関係のある話。条件が手に入れようとしているもの、サクラを変貌させているもの、聖杯の中に潜み無色の力である英霊たちの魂を汚染しているものの話。そいつのクラス名がハベンジャー。聖杯の力で生命として形を得ようとしている第三魔法の成功例になりつつある英霊よ。
は？ちょっと何が魔法は関係ないよ。ちゃんと関係してるじゃない、ちゃんと。
いいえ、ハベンジャーの物質化は聖杯による魔法じゃない。あれは元からそういう属性を持った英霊だった。ハベンジャーだからこそ聖杯の中で物質化が可能なの。大聖杯は第三魔法を成し得る復讐者を呼び出したに過ぎず、大聖杯自体が第三魔法を成し得たわけではないわ。
If I sound confused, it's cause I am. But, okay. So apparently Angra can use the third sorcery, but it doesn't mean the Great Holy Grail used the third sorcery for him. Okay.
つまり、そいつは初めから物質化できる怪物だったってこと？大聖杯による魔法が成功しなくても、勝手に第三魔法を体現するやつってこと？
そうよ。事の発端は3度目の戦いだった。
Because yeah, that's a crazy attribute to have. Like, why does he have that? Why can he utilize the third sorcery of like materialization to like that higher plane? Why can he do that?
1度目は失敗。2度目に序盤で敗れ去ったアインツベルンは追い詰められて、ただ殺すことだけに特化した英霊を召喚したの。
Why they felt desperate to summon him.
アインツベルンが手にした古い経典、異国の伝承を
The
触媒にし
worst
て
evil possible.
手の内にある中で最悪の魔を呼び出した。他のマスターたちを皆殺しにして問答無用で大聖杯を起動させ、聖火を独り占めするために呼んではならないものを呼び寄せてしまった。その英霊の名がアンリマユ。
There it is.
世界最多とも言えるあらゆる呪いを
Every
体
curse
現
in
した
this world.
殺戮の繁栄。
All the evil.
アンリマユ。
Hold on. Angra Mainyu is the name of the ancient Persian devil. It's the embodiment of evil, the greatest devil in Zoroastrianism. It fights a 9,000-year battle against Ahura Mazda, protector of human goodness. Zoroastrianism is a story mainly about the battle between these two gods. It's the first religion to come up with the doctrine of duality, the angels and the devil. I didn't know that. That's crazy. But the story contains no hero named Angra Mainyu. First of all, how can someone crowned with the name of the king of devils become a heroic spirit?
そんなわけないでしょ、イリア。聖杯は英霊しか呼べないし、そんな心霊レベルの現象を再現できるなら聖杯なんて必要ない。いえ、そもそもアンリマユの名を冠する英雄なんているはずがない。いたとしても、それは無名の歴史に何の痕跡も残してない悪
So
霊
what's
に
the
過ぎない
deal?
わ。イリア、アインツベルンのマスターは一体何を召喚したの？
So there's more to it. Okay.
だからアンリマユよ、リン。彼は確かに無名であったし、真実、悪魔などではなかった。けれど、
Huh.
アンリマユの名を冠した英雄は
Nameless
確
and
か
not
に
a
存
devil.
在したの。ええ、もうずっと昔、気の遠くなるくら
Why
い
is Church on the Hill playing?
ちっぽけな世界の話を。それは名前もないある村落に現れた英雄だった。
You know, there's certainly some comparisons between Angra and Kirei, right? Like the whole idea that Because they say it a couple times, like, it shouldn't exist, and Kirei said that about himself. And it makes me think, like, because again, actually, I also saw a brilliant comment someone made. I wish I could remember who exactly, but you said something about how Kirei's desire, like, to see Angra be born ties into his, like, pro-life stance as a priest. And, like, but even more so in the case that's, like, Kirei, even though he sees himself as a defection, as something that shouldn't exist, you know, something that is evil, that, you know, finds joy in evil, that by all rights shouldn't exist, still was born and still came into this world. So maybe that's why he feels that way about Angra. That's another level of it.
彼らの教義がどう歪んでいたかは知らない。どうしてそんな考えに至ったかなんてわからない。ただ、彼らは教義に基づいて清く正しく生きていた。人間は善を尊び、光を守り、正しく生きる。貧しく、外界から隔離された彼らにとって、その祈りは絶対だった。そうであることが。
And they're playing church on the hill during this. They're making an obvious, like, connection in my brain to be like, oh, you know the music. He's telling this story. Make the connection, you know?
そう。その村落の人たちはね、本気で世界中みんなが平和であることを望んでいた。人間すべてがくだらない悪性から解き放たれ、
good so far.
飢餓とか殺戮とか愛憎とか、あらかじめ人に付属された機能すべてを否定して、自分たちは神に祝福されるにふさわしい生き物だって誇り続けた。
But to deny all that,
けど、それは不可能な話よ。
Right.
人間、清く正しく生きているだけじゃ、悪とは元からあるもの。
There is, that's true.
それを切り離したいのなら、何らかの手段を講じるしかない。
It's that nature and nurture, right?
そうして、その手段は実行された。彼らは自分たちの狭い世界だけでなく、人間すべてを救える手段を考えついたの。
Which was?
この世の人間すべてに善行を取らせることは難しい。けど、人間すべての善性を証明することはできる。たった一人。
One person.
たった一人の人間に。
Whoa.
What?
That's how Angra was created? If one person embodies all the evils, everyone else can't be evil, no matter what. I know, right? What the fuck? Because what you're basically doing, you're artificially making something supremely evil. For what? Like, how stupid. Oh boy. What? They carved every cursed word onto his body? The irony of people who are righteous and good and denounced hate and conflict and hunger and all these bad things, but are very much a part of human nature, did this to a young man for no reason, just chose him for this dumbass theory. Holy shit. They made Angra Mainyu. He wasn't just some evil person. They made him into that.
狭い世界。けれど完成された一つの世界において、究極の悪性が誕生した。彼らは彼を心底呪い、侮蔑し、恐れ、同時に立てまつった。我々は清く正しい。あそこにこの世のすべての罪悪があるのなら、我々は何をしても善なるものだ。彼らは本気で世界中の人間のためになると信じて、
Stupid.
世界中の人々の善性を証明するために。
I know, right? It's exactly what I said. To demonstrate human goodness, they tortured a man.
その寿命が尽きるまで殺してなどあげなかった。
They wouldn't allow him to die until old age? So he had to be tortured his whole life, shouldering all the evil. The fucking irony. When that's so, it's terrible.
人間を堕落 躍させる悪魔の名前アンリマユの名前を与えられた青年は
He was given that
世
name.
界中の人間の敵としてただ理不尽に殺され憎まれ続けた。
Irrationally hated by everyone. Shit, man. I mean, can you blame a guy for fucking hating them back? Like, he was hated by everyone for no reason. Just all the evil put on him.
その過程で青年が本当に悪魔になったかどうかは知らない。ただ村落中の人間が彼を悪魔だと信じ、そのように扱った。憎みながら、恐れながら、
Hated and feared him, but he was the proof of their goodness, so they revered him.
自分たちにとっての救いの証として立てまつった。意味嫌われる対象でありながら、人々を
But he
救う
saved people.
その存在があるだけで、どんなに人々が悪事を重ねようとも、そう、方法は違えど、彼は人々を救った。
Like Kirei.
村人たちにとって、彼はこの上ない英雄となった。そうして、一人の英雄が誕生した。人々に恨まれ恨まれ、自分などとうになくなって、
Transformed into exactly what they
いつか
wanted.
本当にそうなってしまったもの。世界中の人間の代わりに悪を公言する哀れな生贄。
That's the thing. Can you blame the guy for going insane at that point and dishing that hatred out? Like, holy shit. Damn, man.
それが反英雄、アンリマユ。この世すべての悪と決めつけられた。何の取り柄もなかった。
Just an ordinary young
ただ
man.
普通に生まれただけの一般人。
Just chosen. Fuck.
廃化教において60億の悪すべてを容認するという悪
Wow.
の王。その体現者として葬られた原初の人の
That's
聡明が作
crazy.
り上げ
A
た
curse made by a concept of ancient people. Manifested as this heroic spirit, Ilia finishes her story with no sign of bitterness or contempt. Anti-hero. Kotomine introduced me to the term when the war started. But if Ilia's story is true, the guy who turned into Angra Mainyu is still burdened with all the sins. It's because that's his reason of existence. A heroic spirit who's had 6 billion sins pushed onto him. If a guy like that is summoned, all that'll happen is a big massacre. It'd only be natural for him to hate people, and first of all, everyone around him established him to be evil. Angra Mainyu. So the man is using Sakura to take revenge on the people. No, to carry out the role people pushed onto him. That is true.
アベンジャー、アンリマユの話
Either
は
way you
分かった
slice it,
わ
that is what they wanted. Can't really blame the guy.
けど、どうしてそいつが聖杯の中にいるわけ？いいえ、そもそもそいつはただの人間でしょ？
That's a good question.
いくら悪魔の名をつけられて、
How did he get stuck in the Holy
悪魔そのものとして
Grail?
扱われたとしても、能力は人間と変わらない。
How was he able to corrupt it?
あんな町を人飲みするほどの怪物にはならないはずよ。
そうね。アンリマユは人間よ。ただの人間を無理やり英霊にしたものが彼だった。
How rare does that have to be?
何の問題も起きなかったはずなのよ。本当は。3度目の戦いで
Looks at pseudo
ハイン
servants.
ツベルンはアンリマユを呼び出した。けど呼び出された英霊はすごく弱かった。
Ah.
反英雄であるそれはまたも序盤で敗れて、いち早く聖杯に取り込まれた。ハインツベルンのマスターは嘆いたわ。
Okay, well that makes sense then.
普通の人間と全く変わらないやつのどこが人の世を滅ぼす悪魔なのかと。
So he was absorbed into the Grail after being defeated, and then he corrupted it?
そう。事実、その英霊はただの人間だった。ただこの世を恨んでいただけの人間。ただこの世の悪であれと望まれた人間。元から何の力もなく、周りの人間の思いだけで構成された。ありえないはずのも
He's
の。
like an artificial evil.
それが聖杯に取り込まれた時、すべてが逆転してしまった。
Oh, really?
聖杯は人の望みを叶える願望機でもある。サーバントは敗れた後、方向性のない魔力として聖杯に戻って そのまま解放の時を待つ。
Right, because they're just
精霊
energy
とし
at
て
that
の
point,
人
right?
格もなくなった彼らは
It's just fuel for the
万能の
Grail.
力として聖杯にたまるだけなの。
But with Angra,
けどアンリマユは違った。彼は自分ではなく周りが願って作り上げた英雄。人格などなくともアンリマユである以上。
right?
まさかもしかしてそいつ
Because people wished for him to be evil.
そう。聖杯はあらゆる
Every
願いを
wish.
叶える杯。ただの人間であり、性別も人格も人でさえない。それは
Wow.
だからアンリマユが聖杯に取り込まれた瞬間、
Accepted a
聖
wish.
杯は一つの願いを受諾してしまったの。本来ありえない存在、身勝手な願望だけで捏造された英霊は人々の願いを叶える聖杯の中においてようやく人々が望んだ姿で生
Given
まれることに
flesh
なった。
within the Holy Grail.
マキリの500年、ハインツベルンの1000年なんて子
Wow.
供騙しよ。何しろあっちは2000年以上も前から続いた神代から願われてきた人間の理想なんだから。
So that concept of like being wished, like within the Holy Grail, just created like an exception. Weird.
それがあの影の本体。
It was like
英
compatible
霊としてよ
in
う
the
やく
sense of
形を
wishing.
得ようとするものの正体よ。ハンリマユはサーバントたちの無色の魂を糧に自分の霊格であるこの世すべての悪を体現してしまった。ただ悪であれと60億の人間すべてを呪う。
Whoa.
60億の人間すべてを呪える能力を備えたサーバントとして少しずつ育っていったの。
じゃあ何？聖杯の中身はとっくにそいつに占拠されてて、いえ、聖杯が叶える望みはとうに決まってしまっていて、4度目の戦いはそいつの
Wow.
願い
And it puts the
ア
fourth
ンリマ
war
ユ
into
を形にする
perspective.
ための養分補充に過ぎな
So
か
he's
った
been gathering. Yeah, he's been gathering energy since then. And now that the stage was set in this route for him to manifest, like due to what happened with Sakura, like that's fucking. Ooh, that's wild.
ええ、キリツグがアンリマユというサーバントをどこまで理解していたかはわからないけど、キリツグは聖杯の外に出ようとしていた黒い影を停止して聖杯を破壊した。
And Angra took on the form of Irie, of even little Ilya. Like, Angra was really trying to convince Kiritsugu into, like, I don't know, man. Fucking A.
それは正しいわ。
Like, no shit, he rejected it. It was fucking awful.
以前のアンリマユはどうあれ、聖杯によって受肉するアンリマユ
あー
は本物だもの。
okay.
この世すべての悪として命ある限り人間を殺し尽くす魔王になる。
So Angra, when he was alive and when he was a human, I mean, when he was alive and when he was a heroic spirit summoned in the Third War, he was just that. He was himself, but he was like, everyone had wished him to be evil, and so like they put all their sins onto him, but he was still just a human. But because like he got absorbed into the Holy Grail, and the Grail, I guess, like his existence being comprised, like his whole existence is that people wished him to be evil, so the Grail like made that true. So even though he wasn't that before, it made him into that. That's crazy. So at this point, Angra's the real deal. So really, though I can pity him, especially when he was a human at this point, what's been inside the Grail is not who he was.
けど、そのアンリマユはキリツグの英断で出産には至らず、大聖杯の中に残された。その一部を受けたものが琴峰であり、サクラだった。
Right.
造剣は聖杯の中にいる者が受肉しかけたサーバントだと気づいていたんでしょうね。だからその肉片をサクラに植え付け、聖杯の中にいるサーバントとリンクさせた。聖杯の中にいるサーバントが外に出てきた時、
Wow.
それを従えられるようサクラをマスターにしたのよ。アンリマユが何であれサーバントであることに変わりはない。どんなに強力な存在でも
Wow, it's still a
サーバント
servant.
はマスターには逆らえない。
So Sakura would still command him?
造剣の目的はそれよ。あいつはさくらを餌にして
Well, okay.
ハンリ
So
マイを
this
釣り
would
上
be
げ
the
たい
plan
んで
for
しょうね。
Zoken if he was still alive, but obviously they don't know that Kirei fucking killed him, so yeah, so much for that, right? Because Zoken wanted to be like to manipulate Sakura to manipulate Angra, so hold on. Does that mean Sakura has a contract with this servant Avenger?
正気？それでアンリマユのコントロールを握ったところでさくらは黒い影アンリマユからの魔力構成に耐えられない。アンリマユが聖杯の中にいる状態であそこまで変わったんだから出てきてしまったら
Once it comes
さくら
out,
の人
right?
格なんて消え去る。そうなったらマスターも何もないじゃない。
Although I would think the opposite, considering like it's operating from like within the Grail, within her. Once it emerges, wouldn't that become separate from her then? But I guess I don't know. The process would drive her mad or something.
それでいいのよ。造剣はさくらの人格なんて考えていないもの。造剣にとって大切なのはハンリマユとつながっているさくらの体よ。
Or compatibility.
あいつはさくらの人格が消え去った後空っぽになった体
Oh,
を乗っ取る
that's
っていうの。
okay. Wow.
リンは知らないだろうけど造剣は自分の魂の入れ物である虫があればどんな人間の体だろうと自分のもの
It's
に
so
できる。
funny. His soul was inside a fucking worm.
あいつはそうやって今まで生きながらえてきた。造剣にとってさくらは初めからいつか乗り換える肉体だったっていうこと。
He was his Sasuke. Then what? The thing possessing Sakura. If what's changing her is a contract with a servant,
造剣が私をさらったのはさくらには門を開かせる気がなかったからでしょうね。聖杯としての役割は私にやらせて自分はアンリマユのマスターになったさくらの体を乗っ取る。
alright, that makes sense.
そうしてゆくゆくは第三魔法の成功例魂が物質化したアンリマユに乗り換えるつもりなんでしょう。完全な神を人間が自らの欲望で不完全な神に貶めるように。
Wow.
心臓の定義、それは人の望みによって作られながら人の意志に影響されず生まれるものか。まあ確かに造剣なんかの人格を反映されちゃどんな神様も悪魔になるだろうけど。話は分かったわ。それだけ聞けば十分よね、シロ。
Yeah, like it was, they were splitting and then it was blurry for a second. Osaka's voice brings me back to the present. Shiro's still trying to hang in there.
相手の正体が分かって造剣の目的も分かったじゃない。ならあとは話し合うまでもないでしょう。
We don't even need to talk about the rest, huh? She's right. What's in the Holy Grail? The disaster from 10 years ago will be repeated if he comes out. No, that's an understatement. He'll kill countless people if we let him be. Yes, Sakura's creation will take many lives. I can't allow that. Then I have to stop it. I have to make whatever sacrifices I can to keep Sakura from being burdened with more deaths. Stop Angra Mainyu. I have to end the war before he emerges from the Holy Grail.
納得いったようね。
And now everything's clear.
戦って勝つ
Fucking hey, we learned a lot.
で、その方法は2つだけ。アン
Okay.
リマユとやらが出てくる前にマスターであるサクラを殺すか。アンリマユが出てくる前
Are
に
those my two
大
endings?
聖杯とやらを破壊するか。
Those are my two endings, aren't they?
まあ、確実なのは前者だけど、
Uh-huh.
大聖杯を壊そうとすれば必ずサクラと造剣が立ちはだかる。2人を避けて大聖杯は破壊できないでしょ。となると結局マスターであるサクラを倒すことが一番楽ってことになる。
そうだな。さくらと戦ってアンリマユを引き離す。それが一番の近道だし、方針として分かりやすい。
へえ、サクラを狙うってことに反対はしないんだ。
今はそれしかないだろう。アンリマユとやらがイリアが言う通りのものなら人間に太刀打ちできるものじゃない。そいつを外に出した時点で俺たちの負けだ。なら一番早くて確実な方法を取るしかない。それよりトサカ、戦いに行くのはいいが さくらの居場所はわかるのか？
それなら問題ないわ。イリアの言うことが正しいなら大聖杯と選ぶ場所は一つしかない。
ええ、その通りよ。リン、アンリマユの誕生を間近に控えた今、造剣は大聖杯に戻っている。
Temple, right?
落ちた霊脈、200年前三家によって選ばれた始まりの土地、
Yep.
竜道寺の地下に
But
広
in
が
the
る
large
大
cavern
空間
underneath.
アンリマユは受
Oh,
胎して
damn.
いる。
That's
竜道寺の地下。
was that where Castor took Saber, right? Like way below there. Wait, no. But yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've seen this cavern. That's where Sakura is. That's where we'll be heading, the place where the Holy Grail War will end. I take a deep breath and allow my tense mind to relax slightly. The cold pendant in my hand settles my thoughts. Fighting Sakura. Tosca isn't lying. It's just that our methods are different. Tosca must intend to finish the war by killing Sakura, but I'll end the war by saving Sakura's life. And it's nighttime. My body trembles. The house is beset by pressure, making the air feel like water. And...
さくら。
oh, she's here. So time didn't lapse. It actually just went dark, because she's here. The instant we realize the pressure is coming from the shadow, we run out into the yard. We go out into the yard. The whole world is covered by the shadow. What? My entire body is numb with fear. The black shadow is standing in front of us. It can crush this house if it wants to. The difference in our power is obvious. It has transfigured to an existence that's unlike anything I've ever seen. He looks so cool though. The black shadow does nothing. It's not Sakura, but a shadow shaped like her. The real Sakura is underneath the Ryudo temple. Oh, it's a shadow shaped like her. Interesting. The thing in front of us is a virtual image.
本人じゃなく影を飛ばしてくるなんて、ちょっと見ない間に偉くなったものね、さくら。
Did she not hear Tosca's provocation, or does she not hear anything at all? Wavering in the moonlight, her shadow looks lonely. Her eyes look at me. Senpai. Weak, as if she'll reply like always if I just reach out. But I don't. What I must do is determined. I can't say anything to her, as doing so would weaken my resolve. She looks away. After hanging her head for a moment,
イリアスフィールから話は聞きましたか、姉さん。
she confronts Tosca with a cold voice.
聞いたわ。あんたに取り付いているものの正体も、聖杯から生まれようとしているものの能力もね。それでさくら、一応聞いておくけど、アンリマユとやらから手を切るつもりはある？
Tosca's voice is the same. Completely cold, showing no concern for Sakura.
ありません。弱い私はもう消えたと言ったでしょ。せっかく手に入れた力だもの。私はあれから離れる気はないし、できない。マとさくらはもうこうして生きるしかないんだから。
そう。それじゃあもう一つ、そのあんたが自慢してるサーバントはどのくらい出来上がってるの？イリアはもうすぐだって言ってるけど、母親としてどうなのよ、その辺。もしかしてもう外に出てきちゃったとか？
そんなわけないでしょ。あれが出てきてしまったら、こんな町なんて瞬く間に飲まれてしまう。そんなこと許すわけにはいかない。だから私が残っている限り、
Huh.
あの子は外に渡しません。
へえ、なんだ、なら急ぐことはないわけね。シローが私といる限り、あんたはアンリマユを押さえつけてくれるってわけ。よかったわね、シロー。さくら、この分ならまだまだ元気そうよ。
ふざけないでください。私があとどのくらい持つか姉さんは分かっているんでしょう。なら今すぐ先輩を連れて逃げてください。私はそう長くはありません。このままだと いつ自分が消えてしまうかわからない。私が耐えられるのは今夜だけかもしれない。だからその前にこうして忠告をしている。
One night, huh? Pretty sure there's only one more day in the war too, so that checks out.
姉さん、先輩を連れて遠いところに逃げてください。
Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes.
私は安心してあの子と差し違えることができますから。
When she says his life, does she mean Angra? Sakura says she's going to kill him using her life. Tosca trembles a bit. Is that because she believes her or...
いつ自分が消えてしまうかわからないか。それ、いつ我慢できなくなるかわからないの間違いでしょ、さくら。
姉さ
ん。まあいいわ。どうやってアンリマイと差し違える気か知らないけど、私がシロを連れて逃げれば心置きなく自滅できるってことね。聖杯の中にいるサーバントもその力を受け継いだあんたも一緒になって死んでくれるんだ。
そうです。だから逃げてください。私は変わりきる姿を
This is weird, man. I don't know how to feel about this.
先輩さえ離れてくれればそれでいいんです。だからもう私を追ってこないでください。
He's desperately begging us. Sakura's shadow can kill us right now, but it asks for salvation by letting us go. But I can't answer her wish. I can't leave Sakura and run away, nor can I let her kill herself along with Angra Mainyu. And...
行くわ。行って確実にあんたを殺す。
Whoa! Tosca breaks away from her sister.
当然でしょう。遠坂の魔術師として今のあんたは放っておけない。それに自滅するなんて発言も信用できないわ。気づいているの、さくら。あなたさっきから言動がめちゃくちゃよ。ほんとシロの前だからって言いこぶってな。
This is weird, man. Like... I don't know, let me just see what happens.
あら、いい顔するじゃない。初めからそうしていればよかったのよ、あんたは。で、話はそれだけ？ならさっさと消えなさい。慌てなくてもすぐに会いに行ってあげるから。
Here's the thing, man. I really thought Sakura would be a little more far gone. I guess they kind of have to like make her retain herself, otherwise she'd just, given what we know about her, she would beat them too easily. But she's like, it's like she's still herself to an extent, but it's like, he's like, oh, you guys get away and I'll take out Angra along with myself. Like, what? I don't know, man. I think part of me is just from me wishing that she was like a little more cold and that herself coming out, like her feelings towards Shiro and things like would be a little more subtle. Because as it is, it's like she barely feels like a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, she's just a time bomb for whenever Angra's gonna come out. Like herself is like, I don't know.
いい、さくら。あなたは他の誰でもない。この私の手で殺してあげる。
And what the fuck is Rin talking about? What is going on? Tosca declares with voice that even contains kindness. Shadow wavers. After freezing on the spot like a statue.
ええ。お待ちしています。姉さん。
It smiles violently and disappears. I don't know, man. I feel like it's making it obvious that Shiro, like, whether I make the decision to kill her or to like potentially save her by like using the power of it to destroy itself, prevent Angra from being born either way. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. The shadow covering the house receipts. I'll reflect on it later. It just happened. Sosuke and I are the only ones remaining in the yard. I get dizzy. I thought I was concentrating, but it seems I was agitated after seeing Sakura's image. It seems Sakura's not the only one that's running out of time.
Shiro,
Where the hell's Kirei?
さくらはああ言っていたけど、あなたはどうするの？このまま町から離れるっていうのなら止めないわ。まあ、その時は宝石剣を複製してから言ってもらうけど。
そんなこと確認しなくてもいい。戦いはやめないし。
Yeah, we still gotta
なんとか投影する。
give that a shot.
俺たちは協力関係だろ。なら最後まで。
He says he has 3 projections in him.
フォローする。
And then Saber Alter too, that's right. So Sakura's probably over there, Saber Alter's gonna be there, Kirei's probably recovering at the church. No doubt he was able to make it back. Ryder is somewhere. He hasn't popped up in a while. Huh.
そう。ならいいけど、分かってるのシロ。私と行くってことは、さくらを殺すっていうことよ。宝石剣だってそう。あなたはさくらを殺す武器を私のために用意しなくちゃいけないのよ。
Wait, Rin intends to use it.
そうだな。宝石の剣に関しては確かに矛盾してる。けど、今のさくらは俺たちの手に負えないし、剣を作るのは以前からの。
So she wants Shiro to project it, and if he wants to run, just give the projection to her.
さくらの影に対抗できるなら、それは絶対に必要なものだ。
Alright, Shiro.
それじゃあやっぱり。
ああ、遠坂の逆だよ。俺はさくらを助けることで
He's come this
戦いを
far.
終わらせる。俺はさくらにとっての正義の味方になるって決めたからな。
さくらを生かすってことは、さくら以外の人間をみんな殺すっていうことなのに？
まだそうと決まったわけじゃないだろう。さくらを助けて、これ以上犠牲が出ない方法があるはずだ。
どうだかね。さくらはもう何人も殺してる。それでもそんな人間を助けることがあんたの正義なわけ？シロ。
Her inquiry is decisive. A sin I can't talk myself out of. He puts it into words, and finally...
そうだ。たとえさくらが人で亡くなったとしても守る。
Uh-huh.
そうなって、自分を殺したがっているさくらもひっくるめて、俺がやりたいことはそれだけだ。誰かの味方をするって、そういうことだろ。
Wild, terrible, tragic, but I still like it. I don't know. I'm able to tell her what I think.
はあ、臆面もなく言い切ったわね、あなた。
But it's super fucked up. Like, it's gonna overlook the fact that she fucking ate all those people and is continuing to do bad shit. Even though she's weirdly like, she's weird. Here's the thing with Sakura right there. She's weirdly like more lucid than I would expect for, like, cause the moment she killed Shinji, she like succumbed to the shadow, right? Like she began to accept it. But she's surprisingly retaining herself really well. I don't know. I thought she'd be a little more like crazy, a little more yandere obsessive and doing weird shit. But yeah. I mean, props to her for holding out. I mean, that's pretty much been the theme this route as well. Like Zoken underestimating her resilience, the way she's held out all these years. Not like suffering's new for her. Although this extent is certainly greater than before with everything she's bearing. Like Angra waiting to be born, all the servants, the crest worm. Like it's all just... And even with Zoken dying and the crest worm being whatever, it's like, doesn't fucking matter, man. Shit's like, I don't know. Can Sakura live past, like, even if Shiro saves her, can she survive for long? I don't know. Same with Shiro, like with the arm, like, and they need to do something if they're not just gonna die within like a few days. I nod back, feeling no shame.
そう。まあ何言っても無駄だとは思ってたけど、まさかこれほどとはね。正直負けたわ。
あれ、どこ行くんだよ、遠坂。
どこって戦いの準備をしなくちゃいけないでしょ。さくらがあんな忠告するってことは、 本当に余裕がないってことだもの。急いで準備しないとね。
それはそうだけど、話はまだ。
話なんて終わったわよ。要するにシロは自分が生きている限りさくらを助けるって言うんでしょ。いいわよ、好きにしなさいよ。もう口出ししないわよ。こうなったら納得いくまであがいてみなさいってのよ。
Where did her nervousness go? Tosca looks angry now.
けど勘違いしないで。これは宝石券を作ってもらう交換条件よ。シロが頑張っている限りさくらをどうするかはあなたに任せる。私の出番はあなたが動けなくなってからにしてあげるわ。それなら文句ないでしょ。シロの頑張り次第でさくらは助かるかもしれないんだから。
Tosca leaves with that. The uneasiness in my chest goes away. We're thinking oppositely, but Tosca still wants to save Sakura. And I can entrust her with Sakura. We both like her. Then Tosca should be able to save Sakura. Realize I'm switching up my Sakura and Sakura pronunciations. Whatever. It's 10 o'clock. Tosca said we'll prepare for battle and go to Ryudo Temple before the date changes.
さて、今から宝石券を投影して
Oh, we're going tonight. Okay.
体の調子はどう？あーちゃんの腕を押さえながら投影できる？
I see. Ilya hasn't told her how I took the shroud off.
まあ、それはなんとか。
お、頼もしいわね。じゃああとはシロとイリア次第。できるだけ宝石券に似せたアゾット剣とシロの投影と
The Azoth sword.
うまくいけばオリジナルの複製とはいかないけど半分ぐらいは能力の再現ができるはずよ。
Huh. Weird. So I guess that sword must be very famous, or the Azoth, like, is Azoth the material, or is it, because I know like tradition with mages is like the whole Azoth dagger. I think it was explained that it's like a traditional gift, like to give an apprentice or something, showing proof that you've matured as a mage. I don't know if they do that in honor of like this sword's legend. But it's very interesting. The Azoth sword, the gem sword. Interesting. Tosca hands me a dagger. There it is. The dagger is a ritualistic equipment. It might be something she favors as it looks well used. Not only that, even an amateur like me can feel how much magical energy is stored in this thing. Well, this is nothing compared to the shadow, but it's still 100 times more than my magical energy capacity.
すごいなこれ。トサカ、こんな秘密兵器隠し持ってたのか。
Yeah, Shiro, you just gotta punch it.
すごいのは当たり前。何しろ残った宝石を全部つぎ込んだ私の10年分の魔力なんだから。
Tosca sulks like she didn't want to use them. She seems generous, but maybe she's really stingy when it comes to money. Well, with that aside.
けど、いいのか、トサカ。宝石を全部使ったら、トサカ自身の予備はなくなるんだろう。お前だってまだ本調子じゃないのに、そんなんで戦えるのか。
そうね。飛んだり跳ねたりぐらいはなんとか。け
Well,
ど、魔術を使えるほ
she
ど
won't
魔
be
力
any
は
help
回
then.
復してないわ。
お前、それじゃ。
心配無用よ。あなたがちゃんと宝石剣を投影してくれれば問題ないわ。
The falling. Yeah, what the hell is this sword?
止めたっていう領域外の力なんだから。
Sounds OP as shit that apparently she wants to use it without being able to use magic. What the hell? I don't get what she means, but Tosca has great confidence. Well, if she's so sure of herself, I won't worry either.
シロ、そろそろ始めましょう。いくらシロでもその剣の投影には時間がかかるわ。すぐに
The
始
screen
め
will
ない
fade
と
to
日付
black.
が変わる。
Let's hurry.
そうね。それじゃあ部屋に戻りましょう。落ち着いた場所じゃないと成功率が落ちるでしょ。
Tosca heads back to the living room.
あ、ちょっと待った。投影は土蔵でやる。それと、投影中はイリアと二人きりになりたいんで、
Oh, wow.
トサカは部屋で待っててくれ。
なんで？何かあった時大変だし、私もフォローに回った方がいいでしょ。
その必要はないわ。逆にリンがいると邪魔なのよ。シロは注意力が下がる。ここ一番でリンが転んだりしたら 気が散って失敗するでしょ。
I mean that too, I guess.
失礼なこと言うわね、イリア。
But yes, she is distracting for Shiro. Tosca complains with a sour look. He's not arguing back, maybe because she can't deny the possibility that she'll screw up at a crucial moment. Yeah, that's pretty much her.
わかったわ。私は蔵の外で待機してる。それでいいんでしょ、イリア。
仕方ないか。それが精一杯の譲歩ね。リン、宝石剣を複製したいのなら私がいいって言うまで入ってこないで。事故が起きそうになったら
Okay, let's see how this goes.
それ
しつこいわね。わかったって言ったでしょ。たとえシロの悲鳴が上がっても中には入らないわよ。
Doesn't really matter, but I wish she'd picked a better example.
じゃあ行きましょう、シロ。
Ilya goes into the shed. I decide to ask Tosca something before I follow.
トサカ、この剣もらっていいかな。
Can I have this sword? Don't you dare tell him no.
もらうも何も、それを使って今から投影するんじゃない。宝石剣ができたらアゾット剣はなくなるわよ。
Oh, he's using that for the okay, I see. Okay, so the Azoth sword is actually the Azoth dagger. Okay, the wording threw me off. I see. I thought he was talking about the actual gem sword projection being called the Azoth sword. That makes sense. Okay, it's the basis for it. Got it, got it, got it.
そうだな。宝石の剣は遠坂のものだから、その代わりにこっちを譲ってくれないか。ほら、失敗したらこの剣も壊れるかもしれないし、その時遠坂に怒られるかと思うと集中できない。
So give it to me.
はあ、まあいいけど、それでシロがリラックスできるならアゾット剣をあげるわ。
サンキュー。じゃあちょっくら気合い入れてくる。
And the shed closes, and here we are. I shut the door. I can't let Tosca see this. I'm sure she won't stop me now, but she'll definitely feel responsible. If I'm to smooth this out, I have to tell her I used it after everything is over and get retroactive approval. Ah, the arm. Okay, I get it. That's why they want to hide it from her.
準備はいい、シロ。ハーチャーの腕を解放したあなたならもう手順を説明することはないわよね。
She was like projecting without Archer's arm, and he's about to do it. I nod. Leah tells me to sit down, and I do so.
けどイリア、俺は自分で見たものか、アーチャーが作ったことのある武器しか投影できない。宝石剣とやらの情報は皆無だ。いくら宝石剣に真似た探検と元になる設計図があっても、宝石剣は複製できないぞ。
分かってるわ。シロにはまず
Oh,
私の中に入ってもらう。
the record of the gem sword is within her memory.
私の中には宝石剣の記録があるわ。大聖杯を作り上げた時、遠坂の大師
Are we gonna go back in time for a second? What the hell? Yo.
かの魔導王が手にする剣もちゃんと見ていたはずだもの。
We're gonna see Schweinorg.
いいから目を閉じて。シロの体はそのままで意識だけを別の場所に移すわ。前もやったでしょ。
And she can send his vision into her memory. That's fucking wild.
そこで宝石剣を解析して、シロが中に入ったら私が左腕の拘束を外す。200年前の記録に遡る圧力と
Brace yourself.
左腕の伸
For
縮が同
200
時に来るわ。気をしっかり持って。
Yikes. And his arm. Holy hell. Alright, buddy. You can do this. Elia's voice is trembling. Her arms are as well.
宝石剣までは私が連れて行くから、シロは息を止めているだけでいい。雑念は捨てて、余計なものは見ないで。シロは私の中からかのゼルレッジを抜き取ってくるだけでいい。
Okay, just look at the sword. Space splits. Is it because all my senses are within her memory? Or is it because my left arm is released? There's no pain. The cognition of pain doesn't matter now. I'm swallowed by my injury. I'm falling into a swirling maelstrom of pain. I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what it means. It's a large circuit. Multi-layered crests are carved on a bare rock that's over 50 meters in radius. It's like a large observatory rotating by itself in the deserts of Arizona. How specific. Oh. The circuits cover the area in many layers. That looked like a homunculi. Looked like Irie, but I know she's like a, what's it called? Used from a mold, so. The geometric figures turn in place. A white girl stands in the center of the beautiful spider's nest. Her name is Justice. Justice Lisrik von Einsberun. She's, I like how I did the Japanese pronunciation. Jesus. She's the magus that devised the Holy Grail War. The great magus who was called the Winter Saint. A magus accompanied by Makiri Zoken and Tosaka Nagato. Oh, Nagato. The Great Holy Grail is activated. Justice becomes the key, reenacting the ancient sorcery. Yes, the Holy Grail is just a Holy Grail without her. Her will is needed for heaven's feel. The old man knows as well as Makiri and Tosaka do that the Holy Grail is a mere wishbringer. My vision narrows. The world expands. I concentrated on something needless. I did, so my body was ripped in half. The world is too big for this small body. I'll eventually see nothing. The process behind this 200-year-old ritual doesn't matter. There's only one thing I need to look at. I concentrate on the man standing in front of the Great Holy Grail. I concentrate on the dagger in his hand. That's the original. Huh. A ritual dagger with a jeweled blade. So it's Justice, it's Zoken, Nagato, and then Zell? A ritual dagger with a jeweled blade. The kaleidoscopic gleam sears through my eyes and into my brain. Is the kaleidoscope CE Zell on it? I understand the instant I see it. I understand that I can't comprehend it. All I can imitate is its shape. I can't analyze its structure and project it. What kind of a magical theory was it constructed with? The old man's dagger is still a mystery, even if I use Archer's arm and every last piece of knowledge in heroic spirit Emiya. Crazy. It's alien technology. Is it a divine construct? What is it? The old man is embodying general knowledge from a far future, beyond the reach of modern man. He's embodying general knowledge from a far future. I'm repelled. I can't be repelled. I can't reach it. Not reaching it is unforgivable. I reach out. I reach out. I reach out. My eyes are burned out. My brains are burned out. I extend my left arm for dozens of meters. Extend, extend, extend. I hear Ilya's voice, but I'm not there yet. I don't even have my fingertips on it. I can't back out now. How can I back out after seeing that miracle, the ultimate one? He's so close though. Get there. Come on, Shiro. Get there. Get there. Get there. Whoa. He's like hanging Spider-Man style from the ceiling. Whoa. Did I jump myself or was I pushed back by something? I'm flying and I land on my back. Was he fucking floating? My left arm, pain. My tongue, my fingers, the trembling won't. Being Shiro is suffering. Oh, she's gonna try to put the shroud back on. Whoa, a big knife stabs me from the side. It's so uncomfortable that I repel the one wielding it. What the hell? And I realize I just punched Ilya. Yeah, what the fuck? He pats dust off herself and gets up. Good, she's not hurt. Damn, the fact that he punched Ilya there, he really lost control. Holy shit. Wait, it paid off? Is he holding the blade? She points at my face as she scolds me. Wait, feeling something hard in my left hand, I look down. He did it. Yo! I managed to project it. Good shit, Shiro. It's projected, but it doesn't seem like the one I saw. First of all, I don't feel any magical energy in this thing. Tosuka's Azoth sword is many times better than this, and this blade wouldn't cut paper. So, what do you do?
小言はいっぱいあるけど、とりあえずお疲れ様シロ。投影だけなら完璧。火の打ちどころのない剣聖を見せてもらったわ。
Blade works. I like how that's just a phrase.
実感が湧かないんだけど、どうなんだよこれ。なんかヘボっちいんだけど。
それはそれでいいのよ。その剣はシュバイン用
Ah, it's a demonic
のもの
sword.
にしか扱えない。とびっきりの魔剣なんだ
Oh,
から。
it can only be used by Schweinorg's lineage. That's why Rin wants to use it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, it's a demonic sword. Cool.
まあ、考えてみると因果よね。さくらは第三の加護を受けて、リンは若輩の身でありながら
The
大
second.
事をしようって言うんだから。教会の連中がいたら調査どころの話じゃない。各部門上げての裁判沙汰になりかねないわ。
This sword uses the second true magic? The second sorcery? What is it? Yeah, the association would fucking lose their shit over the stuff that goes on in this war. Like, holy shit. Shiro alone is a fucking anomaly. Ilya laughs.
この探検、そんなにすごいものなのか。
ええ、正しく言うのなら多重次元屈折現象、宝石剣、キシュアゼルレッチシュバインオーグ。
A multi-dimensional refractory phenomenon. Gem sword Kishur Zelrech Schweinorg.
宝石剣ゼルレッチと呼ばれる
Gem sword Zelrech, there it is.
遠坂に残された家宝ってとこ
The
ろ。
old magus' favorite sword and Tosca's heirloom. So what does it do? It's a multi-dimensional refractory phenomenon. What the fuck does that mean?
と言っても、遠坂に継承されたのは設計図だけで、宝石剣そのもの
Where's
じ
the
ゃない
real
わ。
sword?
それはね、遠坂の魔術師がもっと長い時間をかけてたどり着かなくちゃいけない。
It's an assignment.
魔法使いからの宿題なのよ。
Wait, he left them the blueprint, but not the actual sword? What an asshole.
魔法使いからの宿題って、遠坂の言ってた大主婦って魔法使いなのか。
Well, that makes sense.
そうよ。けど、ゼルレッチは魔法使いの中でも頻繁に属性に関わる変人だから。
He still associates himself with this world? His apprentices? What the fuck does that mean?
ゼルレッチ本人はこの世界にはいないようだけど、リンが自分の手で宝石
Oh,
剣を作れ
weird.
るようになったら、ひょっこりやって
He
くるかも
might
しれない
show up once Rin is capable of making the gem sword herself? What the shit? That is absolutely insane. He's not in this world, but might appear all of a sudden? Isn't he just a wanderer that likes to travel? So he's in another world. So when the sword is called a multi-dimensional refractory phenomenon, is he in another dimension? Where the hell is he? Weird. Whoa. I let my guard down. I get dizzy. Clench my right fist, feel the pendant digging into my torn flesh, and keep my consciousness. I steady my breathing so Ilya doesn't notice. I still feel my limbs. Good. I thought I'd lose something if I used projection, but I'm not missing anything yet. My head's still working. The biggest proof is that I can check on my condition. I should be able to use one more projection. Wow, just one. No, I have to use it. I have to save Sakura in a way different from Tosuga. Archer's arm will make it
な。ってわけ。
Wait, parallel worlds.
大主婦の魔法。
First off, we have to talk about parallel
平
universes.
行世界。
Kaleidoscope.
なのよ。
Yeah, that craft essence is
それでついたあだ名が。
definitely Zelrech on there.
とか、宝石王とか、
Or Zell.
カレイドスコープとか。
You sure Zelrech Schweinorg?
遠坂。
Yeah, I'd like to know what she said. About parallel worlds. I can't understand her. It's not that I can't hear her, she's just speaking in a language I don't understand. She's talking in some strange language and holding something dangerous in her left hand. Tosuka's holding a sword I've never seen before. Whoa. Never seen before? That can't be. I projected, I think, that sword just now, and my left hand is empty, so it must mean I handed it to Tosaka.
シロ
Good deduction, Shiro, but yikes.
さすがに
I get a chill. My memory's vague. I can't recall anything. My understanding and the details don't match up. Oh dear. I clench my right hand. My eyes finally focus in exchange for dripping blood. Wow. Dude, the fact that he has to use the pendant, like, to fucking give himself pain to focus, like, that shit is so fucked up. I get up. My limbs are light compared to my disconnected head. They're so light that I think they may be empty inside.
遠坂じゃないわよ。私とイリアは試し撃ちをしてくるから、シロは少しでも体を休めて。ってどうしたのよその手。
How do you test that out? Tosaka grabs me. Her speed is surprisingly slow, but
なんでシロがこれ持ってるの？
my mind isn't working and she has a hold of my hand before I know it. Tosaka's looking at the pendant in my palm with astonishment. I don't know why she's surprised. Oh, she just realized. Shiro shouldn't have it because Archer gave it back to her. Yeah. I think she might put it together. But I have this because...
シロ、どうしてあなたがこれを持っているの？それに、こんなになるまで握りしめてるなんて正気？
どうしてって、お守り代わりに持ってるだけだ。これは確か
something I picked up. Why did I pick it up? It's something I shouldn't forget, but I can't remember. Oh, and he can't remember right now. But the stranger in my left arm knows what it is better than I do.
その大切なもの。
Called her a stranger, jeez.
それは肌身離さず。
Wow. Now that's some Archer shit right there. Words that are not mine come out of my mouth. I think she's realizing.
シロ、そのペンダントなら私も持
Ooh,
ってる。
straight up just come out and says it. Tosaka takes out a pendant from her pocket. It's certainly the same. It's a simple design for a jewel user like Tosaka, but I think something simple like this brings out her beauty.
そっくりだな。
I nod back.
違うわ。私のは空っぽだけど、シロのは少しだけ残ってる。取るに足りない量だけど、それでも使われたからには意味があるんだわ。
A bit left in his.
それ持っていて。
Whoa.
何かの役に立つかもしれないから。
Whoa. Okay. I guess that's where that ends. Tosaka puts her pendant away and walks off with Ilya.
おい、トサカ、どこ行くんだよ。
私はイリアに話があるのよ。
Yeah.
1時間だけ休憩をあげるか
He's
ら。
gonna talk with
部屋でお
Ilya.
となしくしてなさい。
But she doesn't want to bring it up to Shiro. Okay. And they also have to test out the sword together, so... a couple things to talk about.
それと、その右手、今すぐ手当てしないと本気で怒るわよ。
Tosaka's bad temper borders on outright hostility. She takes Ilya, who follows her without a word.
いいか。助かったといえば助かった。
Status and weapon screen updated. Alright, so here we go. Wait, where is it? Where are you? Is it not here? The fucking jeweled sword? Am I blind? It amplifies the magical energy of the owner. The original is said to be a dagger favored by the man who established the foundations of present-day alchemy. Huh. Yeah, common gift by masters and parents when entering adulthood. Okay. Huh. I guess we don't really have info on the sword. Because Shiro, he read its shape, but he couldn't read anything about it, so... that's where I'm going to stop for now. I need to get up again, but I think that's enough for this part. I predict maybe like two or three more parts to this before we finish. Very crazy, man. I really enjoyed even the first talk about just like the true purpose of like the servants and masters and the story of Angra and what they wished him to become, and because they wished it, it became so, and especially like literally so within when he was absorbed into the Holy Grail, this poor guy, and he became all the evil in the world by the power of the Grail being absorbed into it, and he's trying to be born now. Kirei wants to see it happen. Sakura still cares for Shiro, like she doesn't. I don't know, man, but at the same time she's kind of indulging in her feelings and in getting back at everyone at the world for not noticing her suffering. Boken's done. Shiro just projected the gem sword, so cool. Going into the past, seeing Justice, who's apparently the Einsburn homunculi back then. Although maybe she's the bassist for their thing. Actually, no, I mean, because again, Einsburn has been active for a very long time, so. But yeah, she was there. Zoken was there, the old fucker. Nagato, and then Zelrich, who I guess was pivotal in its creation. He was there for some reason, but again, he is their ancient ancestor. I guess Nagato might have been the head at the time, but Zel was still around. Tough to say, man, but we learned way, I won't say too much. We learned so much. And the fact that this succeeded, and then Rin, I can't believe they even worked in a moment where Rin realized that Shiro was using the pendant, and the fact that there's two and that there can't be two. And, you know, Shiro's words that weren't his own, that he has to hold on to it until the end, right? And considering their abilities, it's not hard to put together that Shiro is Archer, aka Emiya. So I wonder if Rin meant, you know, when she said, I have to go talk with Ilya now, they were going to try out the sword, which I'm not sure what it is, because, again, you talked about parallel worlds, and it's a multi-dimensional refractory phenomenon. Like, is it like a sword that can, like, change reality, or change, or take you to another dimension, or another parallel world? And is there some meta thing in there about the divergence of the three routes? Like, I don't know. Like, this kind of introduced something a little crazy that I didn't expect, and my mind's kind of going in different places, but I don't know. Maybe that's crazy. I don't know. But, yeah, that's it for now, man. There's a lot that's going to happen. Our two choices are laid out in front of us in terms of killing Sakura and the alternative, which is saving her. Will the sword succeed? I don't know. It probably will. They actually do need something like that for the immense power that Sakura has. Whatever Kirei tries to pull next, because he'll inevitably come back in the fray. I almost thought we were going to lose him there. Like, I thought they gave him his badass moment, and then he was going to maybe go out. Like, I don't know, man. But, actually, I would have been pissed if he died there. I'm actually super glad he survived. But it bodes interesting for the rest of the route, because Sakura's not really the villain. She's like, she's still herself. She's still just victim to Angra manifesting through her, and her just holding on, and, you know, through her feelings for Shiro and all that. So when you think about it, the only real villain that's left is Kirei and Angra, who's not even born yet. But again, Kirei's gonna make sure that Angra's born. Like, he's taken steps up to this point by saving Sakura and teaming up to get Ilya. He's done a lot of things to reach that point, so we'll see if that happens. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So thanks so much for watching. The crazy, oh man, I have to address Shiro going full badass versus Berserker, taking him down himself. Archer's arm, copying Berserker's axe sword, copying his strength so that he could wield it, and his Noble Phantasm, the 9 lives move that Berserker does in FGO, which I don't know if it's like a canon thing that he does here, like in Fate Stay Night, but I know that's like his move, his Noble Phantasm in FGO. And he'll straight up 9 lives blade works and hit him in all the points on his body. And then Berserker was gonna kill him, but I guess Berserker somehow noticed Ilya, and then Shiro did the killing blow, and that shit was awesome, man. So many awesome moments so far, man. I can't wait to see what's next. Every moment I play gets me more hyped for the movie. It's gonna be really cool seeing it with Genova, because despite me knowing the story, I get to see all the cool things animated, and he doesn't know anything. So I'm gonna make sure that he rewatches Lost Butterfly and, you know, remembers details before we get into it, because it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.